Yeah, so I was gonna take a nap after work and then like go live, like as soon as the direct went live. But unfortunately, uh, yeah, I overslept. So yeah, I'm going into this. Unfortunately, I saw the sidebar and I saw a major announcement, so I've been spoiled on a major project. But yeah, other than that, I'm going into this completely blind. Metroid Prime 4 I saw, so unfortunately, I'm upset I saw that. But yeah, let's see what we have in store. Oh wait, is the sound right? It should be all right. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Man, I was so careful to avoid spoilers. Oh, hang on. I need. I probably don't need the earphones, but. Oh, Mario! It's back!
Luigi?
I knew it! I knew it! I called it! Mario and Luigi returns!
Huh?
This is already a killer direct! Wow! So much for the Snooze Fest direct. Holy shit. I've waited a decade for this! 9 years since Paper Jam! Like 11 since Stream Team! Yes! A brand new Mario RPG! Yes! I told you guys! I called it! I called it! I don't know if I like the new look though. I really miss like the old school sprite-based look. I don't. I don't know. I think I do like it. This is already like off to a great start. Like really, this looks phenomenal. Yeah, Paper Jam was kind of Bungie. You can tell they made it like while going under a bankruptcy. So, not that Paper Jam was bad or anything. I really enjoy Paper Jam. But yeah, this might be the best one we've gotten since Inside Story. I really enjoy Dream Team, but like it is kind of dragged out. Yeah, I have been waiting for this. This is one of those things that I've been waiting for. November! Yes! Yes! Killing it!
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the first new entry in the Mario and Luigi series in almost 9 years.
Yep.
Mario and Luigi Brothership.
I told you guys this was gonna
Please
come.
look forward to
Mario and
a
Luigi was not a dead IP. They never canceled Mario and Luigi 6.
as well as evolved Bros moves with Mario and Luigi. Okay.
I 100% called this.
Headlines.
Wow.
Bring the championships home.
Yeah, NES.
Or
Yeah,
on
we
the
got.
go.
Yeah, got this pre-ordered already. Yep.
The thrill of the Nintendo World Championships is heading to the Nintendo Switch system. Take on over 150 speedrunning challenges from across 13 NES games, from lightning-fast feats to action-packed battles. Familiarize yourself with each challenge and perfect your timing. Then give it your best shot and aim for the top of the
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
leaderboard.
I just played Zelda
Also
recently,
try
so
more difficult legend challenges.
I think I'm gonna enjoy this more than I thought I would.
Like completing Super Mario Brothers in one go using warp pipes.
Oh hell yeah!
Stuck on a legend challenge? Check out classified information for handy tips and tricks to help you
Just like at a classic
Put
Nintendo
your
Power.
skills to the test in survival mode, where you'll race against ghost data of players worldwide. After each round, half of the players will be eliminated. You've only got one shot to survive. Will you be the last one standing? Nintendo World Championships NES Edition launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Yeah, so next month.
Pre-orders
Okay.
for the digital version are available now on Nintendo
I
eShop.
already got it.
A
Pre-order.
deluxe set containing a physical version of the game and other bonus items is also available for pre-order.
This is already the best direct we've
The
gotten
final
forever.
Fairy
Wait, what?
Tale is about to begin.
Ah, Fairy Tale. Ah, okay.
Happy!
Relive the climactic Alvarez Empire arc from the hit anime Fairy Tale in this action RPG. Set in the vast kingdom of Fiore, Team Natsu prepares to finish their fight. Engage in real-time battles and unleash powerful attacks that fuse different kinds of magic based on who's in your party.
I have no interest in these anime games. Like I didn't even play One Piece Odyssey, which was apparently really well received. Like outside of Dragon Ball, I don't think we ever get like good anime games.
Fairy Tale 2 launches on Nintendo Switch this winter. Embark on a multi-dimensional journey.
Okay, this was in the Japanese direct,
Final
wasn't it?
Fantasy series creator
No.
Hironobu Sakaguchi and composer
Yes.
Nobuo Uematsu
Yes! Wow.
the turn-based RPG Fantasian.
This was a mobile game, wasn't
Slowly
it?
being robbed of its civilization.
Yeah, I've
To
been waiting for this
restore
a long
his
time.
memories,
Okay.
Leo must confront an evil entity threatening all mankind.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed when I played the last story that these games feel way more like old school
Skills
Final
are the ticket
Fantasies
to
than
winning
modern
battles.
ones do.
Adjust a skill's trajectory to target multiple
It's
enemies at
crazy to
once.
think that like old school
You can
FF
also
games still
send
get
enemies
made,
you've encountered
but
to a
just not
separate
under the Square
dimension
Enix
and
banner.
fight them later.
Yeah, I haven't played like a new
The more
Sakaguchi game
enemies
since
there
the last
are,
story,
the
so
more you can wipe
this
out
is
in
gonna be the one I
shot.
pick up. Okay.
Let them go!
Now, let us save the world together.
Oh, you rescued 2 waifus instead of just 1.
Fantasian Neo Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch.
Mistwalker.
this
Yes, I
holiday.
have not played a new Mistwalker game since the last story, so that I am looking forward to that. Okay.
Another sport is coming to Spoko Square.
Oh no! Demish, no!
Basketball is being added as a free update to the
You just
Nintendo
know
Switch
Demish is
Sports
seething.
Game.
Ah, Nintendo Switch Sports didn't have enough content. It's a failure. Oh no.
And shoot.
Oh no.
2-on-2 matches using motion controls.
Yes, I've been wanting to come back to Switch Sports, so hopefully this is an
Try
excuse
out
to do it.
three-point challenge
Like an
solo.
amazing game,
As you can
but
within the time
certain
limit.
individuals, Demish, have been like spending the past several years like demonizing it. So yeah, this is really interesting.
Besides local play, you can team up with players worldwide in 2-on-2 online.
Yeah, I really don't think that like the propaganda against this game stuck. Like if you look at the numbers, this sold like what 12 million units.
This free
It was a
update for
huge
Nintendo
hit.
Switch Sports,
And yet you, like,
runs Nintendo Switch
see it.
this summer.
Yeah, Switch Sports is great. So one of the best games of 2022. This is a killer direct. Absolutely one of the best we've gotten in a long time. People thought this was going to be a snooze fest, and yet, like, I saw Shokio tweet that out. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, amazing. Oh, so much for, like, the idea that, like, Prime 4 was coming out on the next console, too, by the way. People were saying that, like, years ago. Oh, no, it's another generic indie Metroidvania. Metroid-like, excuse me. They never nail, like, the character design. Like, they're always over-designed, convoluted messes. It's like Ori. Yeah, Mio. Memory is in orbit. Yeah.
It's an array of cartoon classics.
You'll never that Metroid. Hollow Knight couldn't do it.
Leap into a new update
Ori
for
couldn't do it.
Disney Illusion Island. Monarch's greatest detective is solving a mystery, and only Mickey and friends can help. In the brand new adventure, Mystery and Monarch, uncover hints and evidence scattered throughout the world, Then use the dashboard to crack each case. What big secret lies at the end? Start sleuthing because this free update launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
I don't care about Disney.
Island adventures await.
Oh no! It's Butters' favorite game.
Then
I can't believe they turned this into a real thing.
Familiar faces in this
They made a game based on a South Park joke.
New pals to solve mysteries and restore
That's
friendship
crazy.
Island when Hello Kitty Island Adventure launches as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch system next year.
So it's like just an Animal Crossing ripoff with Hello Kitty? What even is Hello Kitty? Oh no.
Looney in this wacky sports game.
Looney Tunes, Mario 3. Okay.
Porky Pig, and more.
Look at all these irrelevant characters that nobody cares about or remembers.
Unleash the full power of Acme across iconic levels in up to 4-player local co-op.
What? That's legit Mario Strikers. They're legit just ripping off Mario Striker Mario sports games.
Onto Nintendo Switch this fall.
What's up, Doc?
That's all, folks.
Let's see game on.
So Disney and Warner Brothers are like kneeling to
Crewmate
Nintendo now.
And imposter roles are being added to Among Us. Alert others
It's
when
crazy how much
eliminated
better
as a
like
noisemaker.
the Nintendo
Plant
catalog of
tracking
characters
devices
is
on
than
others as
Disney and
hacker.
Looney Tunes.
Or turn invisible while taking out players as a phantom. Suss things out when this free update for Among Us sneaks onto Nintendo Switch later today. A monster army is at your command. This is Felicidad, a realm of monsters. Those who command and raise them are called Pharmagia and play a vital role in the land's
Okay, so this is
10 of Pharmagia must rise up against the oppressive Magus
Another
to stop
farming
this
sim.
vicious reign of the underworld.
Okay.
Raise monsters and lead them into the fight against the
Okay, so
Magus'
it's
army.
like
Plant
a new
seeds,
Rune Factory.
then
Why
cultivate,
can't they make these games look good? I
harvest
don't
them to
understand why
make
they
your
always look
armies
garbage.
come to life. They can
Okay,
then be trained
so
for battle.
it's a farming sim where you raise monsters.
Give
Okay, it
commands
looks
to your
interesting,
monsters and
but
exploit enemy weaknesses in action-packed combat.
I said the same thing about like Harvestella, but when they added in that like non-binary character option, I had to like boycott it. I still have not played it. So
join the rebellion to stop the Magus in Pharmagia, launching
I
on
don't
Nintendo
know,
Switch
like-
November 1st.
these games are popular for a reason. All right, I love farming sims, but I don't understand why they've never. Oh, yep, Donkey Kong Country Returns. Yep, knew this was coming. Knew this was coming.
Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released on the Wii system, is barreling onto Nintendo Switch
Yep.
in HD.
Well deserved.
Villainous Tiki Tak tribe has hypnotized
Yeah, we're
the
definitely
local
picking this up.
wildlife and stolen Donkey Kong's
Is this
precious
supported the
banana
3DS version?
hoard.
I played this game several times for the past several years, so
Obstacles in the way?
it'll be interesting
Just
coming
stop
back to
them.
this and Switch and streaming it. I streamed it on Wii, but yeah, this kind of goes into what I've been saying for a while now. Is that like
Each level is
it
filled
doesn't
with
matter how well a Nintendo game does because they're just gonna re-release it like a year later, like 10 years later, and just have it like be just as successful as the as the first time around.
hijinks.
Skyward
No
Sword did
match
it.
For these top
Uh,
bananas.
You know, Tropical Freeze did
The
it.
manic mine carts.
Yeah, releasing this instead of a 3 is
to
interesting.
high-flying rocket barrels.
I'm sure they're working on a third game by now.
And even hitching a ride on ramp.
That seems to be what they do, is that they re-release an older game when they're preparing to release a new one to promote it.
There are plenty of
Again, this is part of the
methods
reason why,
available.
like, I don't take idiots like
Pass
Rum
a Joy-Con
seriously.
controller to a
Like,
buddy
oh,
for
Nintendo's
2-player
going
local
woke.
co-op.
Yeah, sure.
80 appealing levels are in store.
Appealing,
including the
yes.
additional levels from the Nintendo 3DS version.
Yep. So this is the definitive version of the game. Okay.
Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah, that
HD
game is like super
swings onto
underrated,
the
so
Nintendo Switch
I'm glad to
system
see it
January
reaching a new
16th.
audience. It's been 14 years since the original, huh?
One of Donkey
No,
Kong
15,
and Diddy
I think.
Kong's jungle escapades returns in
Well,
HD.
14 now. Yeah, amazing
Plenty of
game.
wild actions and antics are in store with these Kongs.
Yeah,
Next,
that
let's take a
Tropical
look at
Freeze
this.
are super underrated, so Is this the new RPG? Okay. Yeah, I specifically wanted a new RPG, so a Monolith Soft RPG. I specifically wanted this, so let's see what this is. Dragon Quest. Okay, Dragon Quest. Okay. Yep, HD. Yep. Yeah, Dragon Quest 3 HD. Yeah, okay. I thought they said they were gonna like do 1 and 2 as well recently. No, it's just 3. Okay. Yeah, I thought I saw someone say they were gonna do 1 and 2 as well.
Journey with allies to face the Archfiend.
Yep.
On an epic adventure.
Yeah, I've never played Dragon Quest 3, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Memorable encounters. Perplexing challenges.
Yeah, it seems like a new take on the
monsters await.
On the DS style remakes. Hopefully we get 4, 5, and 6 like this.
RPG remade in HD 2D.
Hopefully this does really well. I want more Dragon Quest.
Forge your own path.
I mean, Dragon Quest isn't going anywhere, but
the legacy begins.
they really don't do a good job like selling these games to their audience. Like they just expect you to get excited for it just because it's Dragon Quest.
Remake. Coming to Nintendo Switch, November 14th.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get buried in November. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it, but well, casuals, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Yep, 2. Yep, okay. Yep, 2. Yep, okay, so they remade the first. Okay. Oh, are we gonna have to replay those too? Oh no, those are coming later. Okay. Okay, yeah.
任天堂ダイレクトをご覧の皆様、こんにちは、堀井裕二です。
Why didn't you make Dragon Quest 7 for the Nintendo 64,
ドラゴン
Hori?
クエスト3の映像、いかがでしたか？ようやく発売日を発表できて、僕も嬉しく思います。
Yeah, I wonder what took so
サ
long.
プライズで発表したドラゴンクエスト
A surprise announcement?
HD2D で
I mean, not really. They confirmed it on Twitter a while ago.
時系列としては3が物語の
Oh, it does! Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
3、1、2の順番でプレイしてもらうと、あっと驚く展開が待っています。
Okay, yeah, that's an interesting decision. Okay.
3と1と2。
I've already played one,
楽しんでもらえた
so
ら嬉しいです。
and 2. I never finished 2.
堀井裕二でした。
2 is like the bad one, so I hope they fix it.
Thank you, Mr. Hori. We hope you're excited to play the entire Erdrick trilogy, now in HD 2D. Let's continue with more headlines.
Killer Direct. This is the best one we've gotten in like years. Years.
Let's have some fun, Co.
Like ever since the Farming Direct, I feel like we've gotten like a lot of slow ones, but this is like fantastic.
Wait.
Oh no, Jaws! Oh no. You just know the bit block is just like foaming at the mouth. Jaws! Jaws! Like that.
In this action-adventure mashup for the ages. Play with more than 60
Let's check the chat.
as you explore locations.
Sorry I haven't been keeping up with the chat, but I've been so hyped.
Iconic movies, TV shows, and more. Use special skills and crafted gadgets to explore epic worlds, each with their own unique puzzles, hidden areas.
Yeah, emulation,
and familiar
that isn't a
birds,
justification.
dinosaurs from Jurassic
Because, like,
World,
you
and
can't get a hold of those
satellites
games
from
legally,
Battlestar
right?
Galactica. They're
So, like,
certainly not
emulation
every
is not a
game.
justification for,
Unbox
like,
the
not getting
universe
excited for
with
re-releases.
Funko Fusion
Especially when
consoles
Nintendo is, like,
Switch,
actively
September
taking
13th.
down every method of getting emulation. Getting, emulators and,
We've got a
ROM files.
smorgasbord of spooky,
So
silly,
now,
and strategic games.
And plus, Nintendo's, like, up-resing the visuals themselves.
Ready for an
So,
adventure
there we go.
of ghoulish proportions? Summon your courage
Hello?
and explore multiple mansions
Yep.
filled with goofy
Amazing
ghosts,
game. Better than the 1,000-Year Door.
tricky traps, and other supernatural shenanigans. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th. Pre-orders are
Yep.
available now on Nintendo
Yeah, we're
eShop.
picking that up for sure.
Meet the quirky little Denpa Men. Find them, catch them, and lead them on a joyful RPG adventure.
Genius Serenity.
Explore
Really?
dungeons and
This is the first
battle
game I've seen from
monsters.
them in years. Since, like, Pokemon
Customize all
Coliseum.
sorts of outfits,
Wow.
Decorate your island however you'd like.
Remember when people were
and
saying
more.
that they would make better
Plus, up to
RPGs
4
than
players in
Game
local
Freak? Look at
co-op
this.
can team up to catch special Denpa Men. The new Denpa Men is free to play and launches as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch July 22nd.
I don't know, man. Metal Slug.
Strategize away in this tower defense installment of the Metal Slug series.
Okay. Did they ever put out Tactics? They confirmed Tactics, but never released it.
Choose from over
Or maybe it did
300
come out, I
units
just didn't
with
buy it.
different abilities. And build out your decks to win tactical tussles. You can also
It's nice to see Metal Slug
slug
come
it out
back,
with
but-
other players in online battles.
I like the sprite work. I always have, but like when I played through all the games, I didn't really enjoy them much.
Later today. Embark on an expedition of the damned in this eagerly awaited sequel to the gothic roguelike RPG. Board your stagecoach and set off across a decaying landscape to prevent an apocalypse. Fight off nightmarish fiends in turn-based combat.
Yeah, yawn, Western
And
slop.
upgrade your abilities after each deadly run.
Oh, it's a roguelike. Boo! Where's the announcement of the show? Boo! Like, I don't ever want to see a roguelike in a Nintendo Direct ever again. Like, never. I am sick of this genre. Like, they're just pure trash. Oh, there we go. Okay, what are we getting? What are we getting? Okay, yeah. Oh, we'll actually be able to get the bonus dungeon, I think.
And team up
Yes, this is really exciting.
Randomized dungeons in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords.
Yeah, okay, that's really cool. I haven't played the Game Boy Advance version of Link to the Past in forever. And I've never done everything in it because it requires a link cable, so that'll be exciting.
Plus,
Okay.
coming to the new Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online Mature 17+ collection of games.
Conquer. No, it's Turok. Okay.
Brave the dangerous lost land to stop the campaigners' nefarious schemes in Turok.
They re-released it already, so it's kind of weird.
And
It's Conquer. No. Yeah, Perfect Dark. Okay.
infiltrate a corporation to end their alien conspiracy in Perfect Dark.
Yep.
Now
Just
with online multiplayer.
Yep. Awesome.
All 4 games will be available for Nintendo Switch Online Plus.
Hopefully,
expansion
people
pack
realize that
members
Perfect Dark is like
later
way better
today.
than Halo, but I doubt it.
Set sail
I mean, I was
to
just talking
save
about
the
that
day.
recently. Yeah, I'm shocked they put out Turok before
This
Conquer.
is Verona, a young
I mean,
woman
people
who
forget how
learns to
big
communicate
Turok
with
actually was.
phantoms.
It was like a huge game on N64 back in the day.
Join her on a journey to save her friend Ash. In this new installment,
Yeah, they
of
already
Phantom
released
Brave
it like
series,
digitally, so I'm kind of surprised that like. I mean, I suppose that debunks the notion that like
take on tactical
re-releases
turn-based
prevent
battles,
this from happening on NSO. But
where you'll combine the phantoms you befriended with objects in various ways. Combine phantoms with certain objects to maneuver them. Combine with a cannon to attack a large area.
this is a really good direct.
A fan to blow enemies around. Or
Yeah, this
combine
stomps
with
the
Verona
Xbox
herself,
showcase without
which
even trying.
shows
Like,
the
Perfect
ability
Dark
that
is
can
better
turn
than their
entire
Perfect Dark announcement. Like, what the fuck? We got a better Perfect Dark announcement than they did.
Lost Hero
Like,
launches on
really?
Nintendo Switch
Like, you know,
next
like,
year.
how big of a deal that is? Like, that's crazy to think about.
This one's gonna take you for a ride.
Oh, another Capcom collection.
7 arcade games.
Wow,
featuring
finally!
Marvel and Capcom characters
Finally!
fighting their way onto Nintendo
Wow!
Switch as one collection. Clash.
I waited 20 years for this. Yeah, I have never been in a position where I could play classic MVC. Like, MVC 3 was shit.
Take down the Kingpin in the beat 'em up
So-
World of the Punisher and more.
Wait, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah, I played that in an arcade like a couple of times growing up. Never really got the chance to get into it. So yeah, this has definitely been on the bucket list for a long time.
Or play co-op in the Punisher. You can also cross over to the museum to view artwork or listen to music from each game. Marvel vs. Capcom
Yeah,
Fighting
okay.
Collection Arcade Classics launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
It's not an exclusive, but still getting it. Yeah. What's this? Another Mario game? Oh, okay. Yeah, a new Mario Party. Yep. I knew we'd get another one.
Game
Yeah.
in the Mario Party series takes place on
I think I predicted
enormous
this.
island resort. Get ready to jump into the biggest selection of Mario Party mini-games yet in Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh, come on. It's Super Mario Party. Okay.
First, let's see some of the new boards where you'll compete to collect the most stars.
Okay, the most stars. Yeah.
Take the escalators to travel between floors.
I don't understand what's so
Galleria.
difficult about having like
Use in-game
the
coins to get a
original
star
style of
half
play
price
with like
when
new
they're on flash
mechanics.
sale.
Like I
But
don't,
act fast.
I don't know why they
Get
can't make
around
good
and
boards.
Stay on track in Roll'em Raceway. With the new Turbo Dice item, you can move up to 40 spaces with a lucky roll. Here on Goomba Lagoon, the ebb and flow of the tide can change your path. And things really get mixed up when the volcano blows its top. Along with 5 new game boards, 2 boards from previous Mario Party games make their return.
Blisterland. Okay. I
Some
mean,
new games are action-packed challenges, speed trials,
Superstars was the
battle of
best
wits,
Mario Party game we've gotten in a
and
long
more.
time.
some
And
controlled by gently shaking. or
I don't
tilting
really
your
see this
Joy-Con
as being an
controllers.
improvement. Like they've really struggled making these games like
110
good.
minigames. There's a
Like
wide
it's
variety
crazy
to
how much
enjoy.
time I put into 2 recently.
Also, up to 20
And-
players can go head-to-head online in the Coupathlon mode. Compete against your rivals and aim for first place. Try your best to come out on top.
Yeah, nothing about this is getting me excited. Like, I just don't.
Wait, there are even more new modes? The biggest Mario Party yet will soon be underway when the Super Mario Party Jamboree game launches on the
I'll pick it
Nintendo
up,
Switch
but
system
like,
on
I'm not
October 17th.
optimistic.
That was the latest installment in the Mario Party series.
I mean, I think the idea
Super
is
Mario
like
Party
they're
Jamboree.
supposed to be the most casual of casual Mario games, and
Minigames.
I just don't. I feel like they have this idea that means they
Get
can't make the
ready for
games
the
good,
biggest Mario Party
and
series
I
history.
really strongly disagree with that.
And now, please
Like
take
these
a
were
look
some
at
of the
this.
first Mario Party games Mario games I played, right? So to see them be dumbed down this way is just kind of always been disappointing. Oh wait, is this? Holy shit! Grezzo is putting out a new Zelda. Yes! No, it's the Oracle games. I called it. I called it. Seasons. Yes. No. This is a new game. No, it's a new game. We're getting a new Zelda. Wow. Wow. It hasn't even been a full year, and we're already getting a new Zelda game. Meanwhile, you're not getting shit from Baldur's Gate 3 or Elden Ring. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're already putting out a new game. Wait, so I saved Zelda? Oh, you get to play Zelda? Is that the gimmick here? Okay, I know Arlo was like pushing for this for woke reasons, but okay. Yeah, it looks like they're doing it in a way that makes it work.
Hello, everyone. I'm A.G. Allen.
Okay, that's
producer
interesting
of the
that they did it
Legend
this
of
way.
Zelda series.
So they're fulfilling like the whole woke thing, but with it in like a based way. That's really interesting because people were pushing for this like years and years ago. But yeah, making it like a lower budget game. Yeah, okay. It's like Princess Peach Showtime. Okay.
What you
I
just
approve.
saw was the latest installment, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This time around, Link has vanished. Now, it's up to Princess Zelda to step into the protagonist role.
Yes.
You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then? Here, we wanted to create a new gameplay style that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective.
Okay.
To explain more, please take a look at this video.
You just know Sean Malmstrom is seething about this. Like, oh, it's woke. No, it looks fine.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link.
Yeah, I was like openly saying
Now
I didn't want
alone,
this, and
Zelda
yeah, I'm
meets
hyped for it now that I've
Fairy
seen it.
Cry.
You
Receives
just
a
know that like the
mysterious
people
staff
who were like begging for this aren't gonna be happy about this.
called the
How dare it be low
Triad
budget?
sets
Like,
off on a journey across Hyrule to save.
this is
from the
specifically
kingdom.
not what woke audiences wanted. So
By waving the tri-rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo.
really,
Once you
okay.
learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like.
Yeah, after all the
Even if there's a
seething from
wall
Tears of the
blocking
Kingdom,
your path,
yeah,
you
this
can
is gonna be
create
interesting.
Echoes of tables to get a leg up,
Yep,
just like that.
stomped. Completely,
You can create
Nintendo completely
wooden
stomped
boxes,
Xbox. It's not even
or
really
beds,
close.
And unusual things like water blocks. How you use them separately or together is entirely up to you.
Yeah, so she uses magic.
Learn
Okay.
and create echoes of things you find while exploring Hyrule. You might be surprised at what you discover.
Yeah, people really underestimate like how quickly Nintendo can put out stuff like this now.
Even
They
battles
just
will
put
be
out
different.
Tears of the Kingdom.
You could pick
People
up and
managed to
throw a
successfully
rock
damage
echo,
control
for
it, and
example.
yet they put out this instead.
That's not all.
Yeah, immediately
You
afterward.
can also
Like,
create
you're not
echoes
gonna
of
be able to downplay
monsters.
Zelda.
After
Like, you
doing
just
so,
can't.
They'll fight by your side.
They had to fight to get like Tears of the Kingdom
Monsters
downplayed
have
the way they
different
did.
abilities,
They're not
so
gonna be able
choose
to
the
downplay
one
this.
You want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key, after all.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing. Actually playing as Zelda, wow. And they made it good too. This isn't just like a rehashed Zelda game. It has unique mechanics and a focus.
In a Hyrule without Link, the fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
Yeah, that looks awesome. You gonna play as Zelda? Yes!
How was that?
I love it! I
hope
love
you
it!
enjoyed
I'm so
this
excited.
demonstration
I love Grezzo!
which channels Princess Zelda's wisdom. There are a lot of echoes in this game. To be honest, I haven't counted them all yet. How you solve puzzles and battle enemies will change depending on the echoes used. In short, we've created a game where each player's experience will be different. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom launches September 26th.
Yeah, I was expecting a remake for, like,
A Nintendo Switch Lite system
yeah.
inspired by the Legend of Zelda series.
I've said
will
this before,
also
but
be
Grezzo is like a
available at
really,
launch. We hope
really
you're looking forward to playing
underappreciated
as Zelda
subsidiary in
in
the
this
Zelda
new
franchise.
game.
They've been putting out bangers.
Now,
Like,
I'd
ever
like to
since they got
return this
involved.
moment
You know,
I
like the
stolen
3DS
away
ports were
back to
great.
Mr. Takahashi.
This was great. Like, Triforce Heroes was great.
Mr. Aonuma.
Like, Triforce Heroes is like the least popular
Please
Zelda
look
ever.
forward to the newest entry
And
in
yet,
the Legend
like,
of
they
Zelda
came out and
series.
put out this. Like,
Let's see a few
unbelievable.
more headlines.
Yeah, absolutely killer. They killed it today.
Let loose
And it's still going! Like, unbelievable. That Xbox showcase is just like, please, please, Nintendo, I can't take anymore. Ah! Like, man.
Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, what fuck?
Beyond.
Oh, oops. Wait, hang on.
Let loose and party on.
It's embarrassing how badly this direct like owned the Xbox showcase. Like, like it's bad when your Perfect Dark announcement eclipses their Perfect Dark announcement. That's how bad this is. Like, wow, unbelievable. Okay, worst announcement. Let's be honest, Just Dance is one of the worst IPs in existence. I hate seeing these like every year. Like, it pisses me off.
A new Lego adventure is on the horizon.
No! Ah!
It's
I don't
the
want to see
world
this
of
slop!
in
Get this
Lego form.
PlayStation out of my... Ah! PlayStation!
Save the world
Shit!
from ancient evil. Journey through lush landscapes. Dive deep into the
Oh
cauldron.
no!
Climb up onto tall necks.
The absolute worst game they showed during this direct. And it's under the PlayStation label? Are you serious?
Use an array of gadgets like
Now that is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
The nimble watchers to mighty sawtooths. You might even come across the fearsome Thunderjaw. As you progress, you can help Aloy rebuild her home and customize her appearance with lots of outfits. Oh, and you don't have to explore this vast wilderness alone. Team up with familiar faces from the world of Horizon.
Wow! Yeah, the familiar faces, like, Lego
Horizon
not a single character in this game is, like, well known other than, like, Aloy. Like, they're all forgotten.
A stray's journey begins.
Oh, it's a walking sim, but you play as a cat. Yeah, another terrible one. This was a PlayStation exclusive, by the way. Remember when people were saying this couldn't run on Switch? Because I do. I can't compete with Hello Kitty Big City. I'm just watching it die. They were all score.
Experience a
Long live the king.
city through the eyes of a cat
separated
from their family and friends.
Their family? No, fuck you.
Find your way home.
Their family? Their family! It's one cat!
The highest
It! You say it or him! You don't say there in the singular, you piece of shit! No! No! Absolutely not! There?
Careful though.
No, that is incorrect. That is wrong.
Including hordes of hostile.
Like, again, I was already offended that Stray was getting ported because this game is garbage, but like,
areas of this unfamiliar world.
There, really? You're really gonna try and do this? Really? This is the most woke thing about the direct, and it's a former PlayStation exclusive. Unbelievable. Never. No, don't do this to me.
Welcome home, Hobbit.
I love how we're getting angry about this at this point. Like, I'm not the only one doing this. This isn't me being autistic. Like, people are beginning to notice. They've been, like, trying to do this. Like, fuck they, them!
Can be yours. Customize your appearance, decorate your home, and settle into life in the Shire. As a newcomer to the little haven of Bywater, you'll befriend your neighbors,
it's incorrect English.
Work together to solve problems, and even share a meal. Or 3. Explore, garden, fish, forage, and cook. The best way to build a Hobbit community is by hosting a dinner party with your homemade dishes. Plus,
was that a black Hobbit? No.
Neighbors for unique
no.
decorations or special ingredients for even tastier meals. Friendly hobbits and familiar faces await your arrival when Tales of the Shire launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
Yeah, I wouldn't support anything Lord of the Rings related in this day and age. Christopher died like a couple of years back, and they immediately got off the hill. Oh, the Investigations Collection. Okay.
2 Ace Attorney spin-off games.
Yeah, someone in my community has been pushing me to play these.
Coming to Nintendo Switch as one collection.
Yeah, so they localized the second game. Okay. I did not like the first one. I own it, but I never put any time into it.
Gather information by
interviewing
people and inspecting evidence.
I am gonna try to get through it this time.
Logic to solve challenging cases.
Honestly, I'm way behind. I wanted to do the entire like
hand-drawn character visuals from the original series character designer, or
okay
to the original sprites for a more classic look.
Okay, cool.
From
Yeah.
your investigation to explore the gallery, where you'll find character art.
Yeah, this is probably one of the better remakes. Okay.
More. Past and
Re-releases in the series.
As you uncover
Yeah.
the truth at any cost. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
Yeah, I love
launches on
Edgeworth. So
Nintendo Switch
I'm
September 6th.
I'm
Pre-orders
definitely
begin later today
definitely
on
excited for
Nintendo
this.
eShop.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we gotta finish like Ace Attorney 2 and 3 before that comes out for sure. Yep. Okay. New. What is this? Oh no! And then anime happened.
After a devastating attack by unknown assailants, Takumi Samino's life gets turned upside down. a mysterious school
Oh,
mascot
it's a Yokai
suddenly
Watch, isn't it?
appears.
Is it a Yokai Watch?
While Takumi manages to get out of harm's way, he's then forced to enroll at the Last Defense Academy, along with 15 other students.
What? It's like Danganronpa. Wait, what?
Their mission is to defend the school from hostile student enemies for 100 days. An academy shrouded in secrecy.
Is this Danganronpa?
And the unavoidable loss of
It looks like a Danganronpa game.
Can Takumi survive this 100-day trial, colored by extreme and despair, and return to his
No!
the creators
Despair!
of
No, it is a Danganronpa game. No!
Last Defense Academy, launching on Nintendo Switch early next year.
Okay.
Embark on
Okay,
Saga's
I don't know, man. On one hand, I love the premise and the character designs and the gameplay looks interesting, but the instant I heard the word despair, no, it's not gonna happen. I am not going through this again. Okay, like no, I don't want a Danganronpa knockoff product. Okay, I don't want to see anything Danganronpa related ever. You know, I will never, ever get over the robot getting away with a murder. Okay, like I will never get away with that. Get over that.
spanning generations.
Gata did nothing wrong. Like
A full remake of Romancing Saga 2 is marching on to Nintendo Switch.
ain't the original yet, and they're remaking it. This is on the list, and
Rule and expand the Empire of Baren across multiple generations.
it looks so good.
while
Yeah, okay.
challenging the legendary 7 heroes who have turned to
This
darkness.
is like considered one of the best games of all time in Japan. So I've always wanted to.
In combat, use returning Saga features
Yeah, so this is
like
a big deal.
glimmers to learn skills, and formations to enhance abilities. Turn-based battles have also evolved into timeline battles, where the action
Evolve.
order is key. Innovative features like United Attack can also help with
Man,
strategy.
I hate the fact I haven't finished the original
How
one.
will you expand your empire? And in which order will you fight the 7 heroes? Every decision you make will dramatically alter the course of the story. Safeguard your empire's future and protect
Yeah, it
your
looks really
legacy
good,
from
but-
peril. Otherwise, the vengeful 7 heroes may emerge victorious.
Yeah, they keep releasing Saga games on Switch, and like I never got into the franchise, so I haven't been able to like keep up with it. It's really disappointing because I've really liked what I've seen, but
We hope
every
you're
single time,
excited
but I
to
just can't get
experience
into
the
it.
full remake of Romancing Saga 2. That's almost everything for today's Nintendo Direct.
Okay, they just had to announce Prime
Next will
4.
be our last announcement.
Yep.
Please take a look.
Cosmic Mirror. Oh, 20X9? Wait, well, Cosmic here. Okay. I'm just like, Cosmic here? I'm just like, wait, these games take place, like, in this century? That's absurd. Yep. Here we are. Retro's new project. Metroid Prime 4. She's back. An actual biological female video game character. Okay. Please have motion controls, please. God damn it, no. Damn it. Disappointing already. Okay. Yeah, scan visor's back. It doesn't even look as good as Prime Remastered. I don't know, maybe I'm being overly harsh, but... Yeah, we waited like, what, 15 years for this? I don't know why they stopped making these games. Is that... It says a lot about how much I've never played Hunters. Was that like, Beyond? Okay. Was that Silex? Yeah, they needed to show us more. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, cool. Like, okay. Yeah, I definitely want to see like more ordinary wildlife in Metroid games. That's been like a big thing for me for a long time. Yeah, 2025. Okay. Yep, we got a 25, another 2025. Yeah, so we're not getting the Switch 2 until that year. Yeah. Yeah, so,
That was a first look at Metroid Prime 4.
well, we finally got a trailer, but, yeah,
After a very long time, we are finally able to share more information about this title.
I don't,
Release is planned for 2025. So please wait a little bit.
yeah, I'm not over the moon about it.
We hope you're looking forward to Samus Aran's new adventure.
Oh, he's with okay, he's with Metroid.
That's all for today's Nintendo
Well, she,
Direct.
I guarantee you Silex is actually a girl. Like, I guarantee it. But, like, yeah, it's been, like, years since Silex has been, like, in a game. So, it's like, it took too long to follow up on this plot line, right? Like, you know, Silex appeared in Prime Hunters, established himself as a character, you know, a fan favorite character, the most popular out of all the hunters, and then, like, never reappears until Federation Force. He has a cameo at the end of Metroid Prime 3, so it doesn't come out of nowhere, but we always knew this was going to go in that direction, but, like, yeah, it took too long to do. To the point where, like, people completely forgot about it. People got more fired up about, like, Metroid Dread not getting made for a long time. And because no one besides me played Federation Force, like, no one knew that, like, that game was setting this up. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I was more excited by Federation Force, honestly. Like, I don't see this as I don't know. I'm not hyped by Prime 4. I'm not into what I'm seeing. Now, the most interesting thing about it to me is that it's a confirmed 2025 release, which I think should I think anybody would say this by watching this direct, but Switch 2 is not coming out anytime soon. Okay, like, people were legit speculating it was going to come out, like, early next year or, like, you know, maybe at the end of this year. 100% not going to happen. Late 2025 at the absolute earliest, I would say. So, yeah, we have another year for the Switch. And everybody just bent over backward to try and deny it. I saw so many people, like Shokyo, they were coming out. They were like, oh, I hope this is the last Nintendo Direct ever. I hope this is a snooze fest. So they come out with bangers for the Switch too. Like, why? Like, why do you not want good games on a console you already have? Like, I've always, like, maintained this, how ridiculous it is for people to do this, but to do that, right, I've always, like, expressed how much contempt I have for it. And we saw a lot of that going into this Direct, and what we ended up getting was the best Direct ever. Like, I imagine you can go on Twitter right now and see people, like, seething. Like, no, this was supposed to be a disappointment. Like, Xbox was supposed to win. Dude, the Dark Ages was supposed to be the game of the year for 2025. Okay. No woke shit, for sure. Romantic Saga 2, why no sequel to Raincoat? I thought Raincoat was meant to be the replacement for Danganronpa going forward. Yes, they're producing a new Danganronpa now. Okay, so it is a new Danganronpa game. I legit do not want to buy this because of how much. Yeah, you know, they tried shoving a non-binary character into. Well, it's a girl, but like, they tried pushing like non-binary shit into Raincoat. So I think I am going to avoid the Danganronpa game, like purely out of contempt for that. I do think that's the only reason I'm skipping it. You cannot manipulate me. I'm not going to budge on this. You know, I was really disappointed by Raincoat. I was really disappointed by Danganronpa V3. Not going to buy, like, Danganronpa, like, the new Danganronpa game. No, go fuck yourself. Yeah, hearing the word despair, like, completely kills all interest in it. Like, I never want to hear the word despair in a Danganronpa game ever again. Like, that word should be banned going forward. Like, I don't want to see that. So yeah, that's a red flag for me. Like, the only way they could possibly do it is if they like make the robot like if they reveal that the robot was Monokuma all along and you had to beat him in like one final confrontation. Like that's probably how it need they need to like redeem chapter 3-4 is my opinion. Like before I ever consider coming back, they need to fix that bullshit. Yeah, I'm still mad. It's been that long, and I'm still mad. Uh, Metroid superfan Susie is happy about Prime 4. Who the fuck cares what Susie Hunter thinks? I'm Prime 4 and beyond. What does that even mean? Yeah, fan. I'm sure he's not jumping on the bandwagon. These games are too weak, like are too niche. Like I don't believe the vast majority of YouTubers are Metroid fans. I don't. I've always maintained this. Um, yeah, the Mario mandate is officially dead. Havo Hanto. We're looking at Twitter right now. Shadow of yeah, Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, they did a one, not E3 again. That awkward moment when they have to take back the not E3 winner trophy from Xbox. How is that not difficult? Like, again, who the fuck is surprised by this? Like, really, like that's my big thing going into this. Like, who in the world is surprised that Nintendo had the most showcase this year? Like the whole like Xbox One thing was like one of the most forced things I've ever seen in my life. Like for one thing, because like everybody was more anticipating that Nintendo Direct, but like people were sitting there seriously trying to tell you that they were excited for like Perfect Dark, the quadruple A game. Like they were excited for Doom: The Dark Ages. Like even though Doom Eternal is like the best game ever made, like oh the Dark Ages, like it's gonna be better because it has a chainsaw shield. Like what? Like what else besides those two were like people even pretending to be excited for, right? And now like Nintendo stomps it. Like honestly, Zelda by itself like stops it. Like yeah. There's so many announcements in this direct. I can't even keep track of them all. Like the coping and seething must be insane. It must be insane right now. Like I imagine like people are gonna do damage control. Like oh this is what does Sean Malmstrom say? I'm really curious. Let's see, Sean Malmstrom. He has to be doing damage control. No, of course not. The fucker will like immediately update the blog when like Grums tweets something out about Nintendo being woke. But when it comes to actual major Nintendo news, nope, he's silent. I'm sure like Packer Girl is the same as well. Has Grums said anything? Let's see. I'm curious where Grums is on the Nintendo thing because it feels like right now that it feels like he keeps bouncing back and forth between like being based towards Nintendo and like being like the most pretendo shill imaginable. Let's see. No, not yeah. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom looks awesome. I love the top-down view and the chibi characters, but this has been done before. You know, like where were you when like again, like he's a poser, self-pump for Metroid. Yeah. Yeah, typically fake bullshit. Yeah, I've disavowed Grums several times now. So yeah, I do think I need to reiterate. Fuck Grums. Fuck everything he stands for. Fuck his grifting. Fuck his community too. Cause like I saw when like before this direct went live, like there were a bunch of people trying to convince you that like Nintendo was going woke. They did this with the Mario movie too. Like it seems like that is the viral marketing campaign against Nintendo right now is like trying to convince you that like they're going woke. And um it just never sticks because it's not true, right? Like, you know, the Mario movie is a really good example of that. Like, how many people did you see like come out and try to tell you that like, oh, Princess Peach was the real protagonist? Princess Peach could have like soloed the entire movie by herself, but she doesn't though. Like that's such a weird thing. Like they're judging the movie based on something that literally did not happen. And like now they're doing the same thing with the Zelda movie. Oh, Zelda's gonna save Link. Well, now we have a game where she does exactly that, and everybody loves it, right? So again, like this is kind of my thing when it comes to like woke culture is that like a lot of things that like woke culture asks for aren't bad things in and of themselves. Like the issue is that they specifically want them weaponized for propaganda purposes. So like yeah, the idea of like Zelda saving Link sounds like it's gonna be emasculating or whatever, but no, like you can tell by the trailer that Link saves Zelda from like the final boss or whatever, and then he disappears, and then Zelda has to like go on her own adventure to find him, right? You know, like it's a likable, charming subversion of the typical formula, right? Like I like that. So like again, I'll be really interested in seeing like if anybody tries to like do the woke rift for that game. Because I can already tell you right now, I am 100% like against that. I support Echoes of Wisdom. One of the best announcements we got today. Again, I'm a big fan of Link's Awakening in general. Like this is like the first top-down Zelda we've gotten since like A Link Between Worlds. And that game was phenomenal, right? Grezzo has a really good track record. You know, like people have been wanting Zelda to get her own game, and like she has her unique mechanics. Like this is everything I would have wanted from this. So like, why would I be upset that it like leans into like quote unquote what the other side wanted? You know what I mean? Like again, that game looked great. Like if anything, I'm more concerned about Metroid Prime 4 because we didn't see enough of it. We got a trailer. Like I could have told you that like Silex was gonna be the primary antagonist like in 2016. Okay, like I I could have told you that like years ago. And like we didn't see anything interesting. The mechanics don't look interesting. The visuals don't look interesting. Like Prime Remastered looks better than this. You know, like that's the crazy thing about it. Like I have no right now. I have like no real expectations for Prime 4. Like to me, it just looks like Western slop. Is kind of my concern about it. And you know, one of my concerns about this game is that like I do think that like if it is Western slop, that there are people actively trying to come in there and trying to push for woke changes, right? I'm aware of at least one person on the dev team who like wanted to make Samus transgender, right? You can like Google transgender video game characters right now, and like Samus Aran is right up there with like Nato Shirogane, Leo, and Bridget, right? Which doesn't make any sense at all. But but like yeah, they'll. Yeah, I am very concerned about that. Like I imagine that like someone at the development team is like would be willing to sacrifice her job to like to push the narratives and like, oh, I personally think of Samus as being trans, but yeah. I am definitely I'm definitely not optimistic about Prime 4. Everything else looked great though. Yeah, shouted from excitement. I know, right? That was like I mean, that was full. The entire showcase was like full of bangers. So I don't know if it was like the biggest announcement, but like for me personally, yeah, I think that was my favorite too. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I think I did my predictions video that I was predicting a new project from Grezzo, and I was pushing for a remake, but like, yeah, I feel like I wanted Grezzo's biggest shills, right? And even I was kind of underestimating their creativity, right? Like I was not giving them enough credit because they have proven that they're capable of putting out really good original projects. And I was so hung up on the Oracle thing that like I completely neglected to bring up the possibility that like they could make a completely new top-down Zelda. They could do something like this. And yeah, I'm super thrilled by it. And like I do think the most exciting thing about this is that it kind of demonstrates like why something like Baldur's Gate 3 will never be able to compete with Zelda. Because like they put out Tears of the Kingdom, they damage controlled Tears of the Kingdom. They did everything in their power to like write off Tears of the Kingdom and call it overrated, call it trash. Like, oh, it's just Breath of the Wild again. And then immediately Nintendo puts this out. Like not even like a full year later, right? Well, actually, it's a little bit over a year. Like a year later, they put this out. Right? Like, how exactly are they going to justify that? Especially when, like, Larian just released some statement. Oh, we're still finishing Baldur's Gate 3, guys, and then we'll hand over the modding tools to you. Like, meanwhile, Nintendo's putting out new games, right? Like, again, Baldur's Gate 3 can't compete. Starfield can't compete. Elden Ring can't compete. You had to wait 2 years for the DLC. You know, they probably allocated a lot of resources towards Armored Core 6 instead, going by what I've seen of the leaks, right? Like, again, who is capable of putting out this high a quality of content this quickly, right? That is what I want to know, right? You know, Tears of the Kingdom was fantastic, and yet we're getting another fantastic follow-up to that, right? Like, again, I really don't think people understood that, like, Zelda has completely killed it this generation. I've been saying it since Breath of the Wild came out, but, like, the typical AAA model of like just throwing someone into an empty open world and then going through this like boring series of quests, they can't compete anymore. Like I do think that formula is outdated as of Zelda, because like Zelda manages to balance like having a good open world fantasy setting with like new interesting mechanics. Like nobody was able to like imitate what Breath of the Wild did. And then like Tears of the Kingdom took the formula and really revolutionized it. And now, just as when people were starting to like cry about not getting a new top-down Zelda, like we get one. So like again, there is no writing this off. There is no damage controlling it, right? Like Nintendo won, like, and it's just unbelievable. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. That's another thing. Now that we have confirmation that Switch is continuing in 2025, now that the narrative that like it's gonna be dead this year is done, yeah, it's 100% gonna outsell PS2. Like I am 100% certain of that now. Like it was up in the air like so far this year because we weren't sure when it was getting replaced, but like yeah, seeing all of these games, seeing that like Switch 2 is not coming out until 2025, it is 100% outselling PS2 in the next year or so. Now, that is assuming that PlayStation doesn't somehow like pull a Joe Biden and suddenly realize that like, oh, we actually sold like 50 more million sales than we said we did. Like, unless they like manage to get away with something like that, yeah. I don't think they will though. Like that's the thing, is that they're telling people that they sold 160 million like PS2s now, but like nobody really believes it, right? Like that's like straight up something that like people are making fun of now. It reminds me of like when they were bragging about their sales numbers like in 2013, like oh look look at how much like Killzone has sold. Like Knack has outsold 3D World, and it just led to this like slow realization among the community that like, wait a minute, these sales don't make any sense. They're not realistic. Like nobody cares about Knack, right? And so like making fun of Knack became a meme, and that incident kind of led to like the complete like dismantling of like the PlayStation mascot lineup. Like nobody believes them when they pull stunts like that anymore. Like remember when Horizon Zero Dawn was supposed to be like competing with Breath of the Wild for Game of the Year? Now like it's like a complete joke, right? Like again, people don't believe PlayStation when they make statements like that. Like, oh, actually, we sold 160 million units. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Like, I will never get over that, because like the only reason we still talk about the PS2 today is because of like the alleged sales. And if the sales are fake, it demonstrates that like the issue with PlayStation is that like the entire brand is built off this idea that it's the most mainstream console like out there, when in reality like nobody enjoys it, nobody played it that much, nobody had that many games for it. Like I remember going over to people's houses and seeing what they had, and it was always like complete shovelware, like movie license games, sports games, maybe GTA, right? Like it was just boring, uninspired slop. And then you go to like someone with a GameCube, and he has like, Resident Evil 4, or Wind Waker, or Super Mario Sunshine, or Melee, right? People talk more positively about Melee today than they talk about like the PS2 as a whole, right? Like again, it's really interesting. Like you can see this in like, used game sales, right? There's a reason GameCube is so much more popular than the PS2, because that's the console that people actually played. It's like the reality of it. Like PS2 really was just a DVD player for like the vast majority of the population. And there has been this like very stubborn refusal to admit it. Like I don't think PS2 was ever successful. Like I don't think the original PlayStation was that successful, because they would have been able to like build off of their brand in a meaningful way. But like no, all they did was just like trick like a certain demographic into thinking their platform was like more mature and sophisticated than like the competitors. But in like reality, like Nintendo was getting Turok and Perfect Dark and GoldenEye, like things that could easily like compete with like Metal Gear Solid. Ocarina of Time has like endured in popularity way more than Final Fantasy VII has. Right. Like, just compare like Final Fantasy with Zelda, right? What did Zelda do compared to Final Fantasy? It innovated. It tried new things. It experimented with new art styles and mechanics. And meanwhile, like Final Fantasy just regressed after 7. Like it never managed to recapture that success for after 7. right? For a long time, people were saying that about Zelda, like, oh, like Ocarina never innovated, but that wasn't true. Even like as early as Majora's Mask. Like it's crazy how you'll see people like Spoonie try and tell you that like Majora's Mask was just a rehash of Ocarina, which is so laughably off base that like nobody takes it seriously whenever it surfaces, right? Like again, like the narrative that Nintendo couldn't compete was always just game journalist propaganda. And like I do think this is like the main reason why we've had such a cultural shift is because of the Nintendo Direct format, right? Like back in the day, they would have these banger conferences, and then game journalists would come out and say like, "Oh, I don't know about playing a Zelda." Like, come on, the Nintendo Direct format makes that impossible. Is my honest, like, genuine opinion on it, and that's why people have become more and more enthusiastic about some of these more niche Nintendo games. Where were the black people in the Nintendo Direct? Oh no. Yeah, we don't even have like black people in Nintendo Directs yet, and people are gonna tell you that like Nintendo has gone woke. It's hilarious. Uh, yeah, what are we getting this year? Like, is there anything that's gonna eclipse like Shadow of the Earth Tree in popularity? Like, there's a lot of games that are gonna be better than it in general, but like, I'm curious like if they're gonna try to like make Shadow of the Earth Tree like the game of the year again, like they did with like Witcher 3. I think that's what they're gonna try to do, but 2D Zelda is now affected with Breath of the Wild Tears came to Sandbox slot. This is truly the worst timeline. Let's see, Fantasian. Yeah, all these bangers and they didn't show up the Summer Game Fest. That really says a lot. Yeah, I'm curious if anyone's like damage controlling this. Let's see. The newest Zelda game is literally just running off of the Link's Awakening core assets. Oh yeah, just like Majora's Mask did for did for Ocarina, just like Tears of the Kingdom did for Breath of the Wild. Fuck you, you're delusional. I'd say out of the big three presentations this past month, Nintendo and Microsoft are pretty neck and neck with varied offerings. Delusional. Yeah, Cancer Man Jim was wrong again. Yeah, like I don't understand how you can look at all of these crazy like announcements and try to seriously try to pretend that like Microsoft is competitive. Like I don't understand. Like at the very like again, this is objectively better because all of these games are coming out this year. Like all of the Xbox announcements were coming out in 2025. These are actually coming out this year. And that's something that I think a lot of people are like going to overlook. But like when you look at the actual release dates for what's coming out, like yeah, they Xbox isn't even close. So yeah, fuck Jim. Jim's a piece of shit. Uh, Again, he always like tends to downplay the Nintendo won. Yep. I imagine most people are like acknowledging Nintendo won. Uh, Jim's always been like fairly anti-Nintendo, so hmm. Why do journos love FromStop so much? It's because like By playing and reviewing these games, they can LARP as if they're like real hardcore gamers. Like that's like the real that's basically what it amounts to. Like how many times have people like brought up their credentials over the past like decade or so? Actually longer than that now. How many times have people brought up their credentials and they try coping? Like, oh, I'm a real hardcore gamer. I've beaten Dark Souls. Like that's been their cope for like the past decade. Like they love FromSoft because anyone can get through them if you like abuse the mechanics, right? Because like Dark Souls is not difficult. Like you can easily exploit it to get through the entire thing. And like Grand Chronos love that because like it has this illusion of difficulty of like being hardcore, but it's really kind of casual. Is like what it really comes down to. Like Dark Souls is not like a particularly difficult video game franchise. But like yeah, like Journos like love that about it. And play the whole game. Like I'm not interested in playing Elden Ring. Like I think I am gonna do it, but like it's purely just to kind of demonstrate that like the game isn't as good as people say it is. And like that's pretty obvious just by watching gameplay footage and like watching the reviews and the coverage of it. But like yeah, Elden Ring is not impressive, is my honest opinion on it. Like I honestly think like playing Ghost of Tsushima, that's better. Is my mindset. And I'm not like super over the moon about that game either, so yeah, Star Fox. Yeah, hopefully next gen we get a new Star Fox. Like that's what I'm hoping for is that like next gen we get like a new Star Fox. Like I mean I mean my thing with like Star Fox on the Switch, I never wanted it to happen because I specifically want like Star Fox Zero controls to return in like a glorious way. Right. None of this bullshit like casual gamer nonsense. Like, oh, I want Star Fox Zero with no motion controls. No. Like they need to take those controls and put a new game on top of them. Right? We need a real sequel. Like I don't want any changes. I don't want them to deviate. Like I am very specific about this. Is that the control scheme for Star Fox Zero was extremely innovative and should be considered like the standard for flight sims going forward, right? Like it was phenomenal, and yet like everybody just kind of threw up their hands and like did everything they possibly could to like downplay it. But no, Star Fox Zero was a masterpiece, game of the year 2016. We really need a sequel to it. But yeah, we need like a return of like the dual screen formula. Hopefully that's like what Switch 2 does, but I don't know, man. Like Star Fox Zero was like very it's very like was built for the Wii U specifically. So like I don't know like how translatable the controls will be to like any other platform. I don't know. Like if they ever like if Nintendo ever does like the dual screen concept again on a console, you're gonna see people like try and like pretend they're like redoing the Wii U and then it's gonna fail. It's I don't know, man. Like I don't know. People made fun of like the PlayStation Portal for doing that. Actually, like Sony's like pretending the PlayStation Portal is successful. I keep meaning to talk about that. That like Sony's releasing statements that the PlayStation Portal is like super successful, but it's obviously not. Like they're lying to you. It's like I think I have made videos about that, but like yeah, it's absurd. Yeah, so many hate on Zero and haven't played it, yet demand you can't hate Souls games while not playing them. I know, right? Like my thing about Souls games is that like I have played them. You know, I played the original Dark Souls. I beat it twice. I don't enjoy the games. Is my honest, like, genuine opinion on them, right? If like Elden Ring was not shilled as much as it was, I probably wouldn't even consider playing it. Right? Like, no, I would not consider playing it because I don't like these games. They're not impressive, right? Yep, yep. Nintendo went rogue. Drums was right. A game with girl boss Zelda. The West is fallen and the East is truly lost. This is the Bud Light moment. I hated that. Like Drums coming out and like this post was a joke, by the way. Drums came out and like tried to say Nintendo was on the verge of having like a Bud Light moment, which was like retarded and super off base. Like they're not even like supporting Tokyo Pride in 2024. Okay, saying that Nintendo has like fallen off and lost their way is just straight up delusional. And like, yeah, I think after this direct, it's safe to say that like, yeah, they're it's not gonna happen. Okay, I haven't beaten Dark Souls. Yes, I have. Yeah, like I imagine it's not going to be very long until someone can like take the Souls formula and improve on it. It's kind of like my honest opinion on it. Like I would argue that like Zelda 2 is already like a better Souls game. It's kind of my honest opinion on it. The worst Zelda game ever is a better Souls game simply because it has better visuals and controls, right? Because it's not sloppy. It's not like it doesn't have frame rate problems. It's not like stilted and slow. Like Zelda 2 is better than like any FromSoft game. Is my honest opinion on that. Yeah, I think the reason Souls games are popular though is because they're so slow, because they're so boring. Because like people can just kind of like slowly walk up the enemies and then just trigger their like their 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 pathfinding and then make them come toward them, right? So like as long as you like go really slowly in Dark Souls, like you're not going to like run into any issues and you're going to get through the entire thing. Like it's not like basically all you have to do to beat Dark Souls is just like not rush into situations. Like that's it. Like they're not difficult games. Like every enemy has like a really obvious tell. They're all really easy to block. Like my build in Dark Souls, like I use the Zweihander and like heavy armor sets. I think that's like a strength build. I never bothered to learn the terminology. Yeah, I mean, I don't like calling Zelda 2 bad because like it's objectively good. It just doesn't live up to like the legendary first game. Which, by the way, I played the original Zelda recently. Yeah, harder, better than Dark Souls. Like Zelda 1 is still like better than like Elden Ring and Witcher 3 and what was the other one? Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Like it's better than all those games. It's crazy how good that game is. Like Zelda 1 is just phenomenal. 2 isn't nearly as good. Is kind of that's like the problem with 2 is that it just doesn't live up to like the greatest of all time original game. Now, it's not a bad game in its own right, which is like where the controversy about it comes from, but like yeah. Like there's definitely like something to be said about like Zelda 2 not hitting the mark like the first one did. Why isn't Zelda carrying a sword like Link? What the fuck, Nintendo? I will actively every strangle every let's see. Woman can't fight. I wonder if that's what the game journals are going to latch onto, perpetuating gender roles. I'm really curious about that. Because like real fans look at that and are just like, oh yeah, look at the unique mechanics. Like Zelda plays differently than Link does. Like this is a good thing. But like game journals are gonna like push the angle that like, oh no, Zelda can't do the same things Link can. Yeah, of course she can't. Like, but she also can do things that Link can't do. So like again, this is kind of my issue with like the whole like gender war thing. Like again, I kind of feel this way about like the anti-woke community as well. Like why is there not like a push to have good interesting characters like both good, interesting like male and female characters. Like, why do we have to like slant it in this way that like we can't present like characters in certain ways, right? Like you can't have like tomboyish characters, you can't have mannish characters, you can't have like traditional male characters. Like, why not just do what you want? And like this is a good example of that, I think. I'm really curious if game journals are going to come after this one. The four Lord Souls, like all of them are crap. Like the second half of Dark Souls in general is just complete garbage. Let's see, Seath. Let's see, the Four Kings. Who's the other one? Who are the other ones? Who are the other ones? Man, it's been so long, I don't even remember. Like Dark Souls lore doesn't really matter. So, yeah, it's been so long. Yeah, whenever I make fun of Dark Souls, I always bring up like the Crystal Caves and how it's just a bunch of like invisible platforms that just go along in a straight line. Like I hate the Crystal Caves. Um, yeah, I hate New Londo. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, the grave guy in the crypt. Yeah, I remember when I fought him last, I just ended up like staggering him endlessly because he's such a bitch made boss. Okay. His name's Nico, right? Uh yeah, that guy's not. They're all bad. Like all of them are bad. There's no good bosses in Dark Souls. Who was the last one? Uh again, like Dark Souls isn't memorable or interesting, is kind of my thing. Yeah, who is the fourth one? I never beat the DLC. Like I beat the base game, but like the DLC was like so uninteresting that I never played through it. I do own it on Switch. I did like trigger it. Like I went ahead and checked it out, but no. Dark Souls just isn't interesting. Like it's not a good video game IP. Is 2 needs a remake? Yeah, I was saying that. Let's see. Yeah, people are complaining about the UI and trying. Like, I think this game is an epic win, honestly. Like, I don't see people like complaining about echoes. Like the fact that like people are in my chat like trying to convince me, no, Dark Souls is good actually. Like, no, fuck off. Like, why aren't you talking about the actual direct, huh? Like, like there's a reason you're not doing that. That like shit stain of the tertiary isn't getting any the attention you want. Like I have noticed that is that like the DLC for Elden Ring is not very popular. Like people aren't talking about it outside of like lore changes. Because apparently it's like super gay. Like I think like Radon is like fucking Magella or some shit. Like I don't know. I don't know what the deal is because I'm not a degenerate. I don't care about Elden Ring lore, but Metroid Prime 4 is just a 1080 GameCube game that plays identically to the first three. Echoes of Wisdom is just a mod for Link's Awakening HD. Discuss. Yeah. What is your? Are you retarded? Like that's my thought. Extra greasy day. I just got out of bed, you retard. I mean, people keep saying I'm greasy, but then like in real life, people tell me I don't know. I just had some woman stop and tell me I smell good out of nowhere, like, and I was just like creeped out by it. I was just like, what? Like, I don't know, man. I'm glad to be seen as greasy because I don't want the women in chat to like start complimenting me on like how good I smell. Like, what the like? Leave me alone. Like, don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. Like, Yeah, 60 hours of like running around, like fighting the same reskin bosses. Like that's the like again, like that seems to be what the DLC is indicating right now. Like the leaks are indicating is that like the boss is just a reskin version of what was in the base game, right? And you already had like dozens of examples of that in the base game. So like what exactly are you getting excited for about the DLC? Like there's nothing there. Like it's you waited 2 years for just a reskinned version of what you already had, right? Like that's crazy to me to think about. And then in the meantime, you've got like Armored Core 6 was a disappointment. Like meanwhile, like in that span of time, what did we get? Like Pokemon Legends Arceus. We got like Scarlet and Violet, both of which were great. You have like Zelda and Mario Wonder and especially Showtime, like all of which are like wildly different, innovative, successful games, right? Pikmin 4, right? Like Pikmin 4 is one of the worst games Nintendo's put out in a long time, and it's better than like stuff like Ghost of Tsushima and Elden Ring and everything else. Like it's embarrassing how big the quality gap is, and what's worse is that like so many people are in denial about it. Honestly, I do think that's like the main issue going forward. Like when it comes to like online video game discussion, people aren't motivated by talking about games they like. They're motivated to talk about like games that'll make them money. So like the reason Elden Ring is so talked about online has nothing to do with its actual popularity as a game, which is like inconsequential. Like the real reason people talk about it is because like it has such an online fanboy audience that will like tune into like the most insane shizo like conspiracy theory posting about like the game's lore and the setting and stuff like that. Remember when Dark Souls came out and people thought that like Solaire was like Quinn's firstborn son or something? And then Miyazaki had to come out and like specifically say that was retarded, right? Like it's Elden Ring is going through the same thing now. I notice, I've seen people like say certain characters are trans and like if it's not true, it's like ridiculous speculative speculation. But if it is true, that just means like From Slop are hacks and like shouldn't be taken seriously. Like again. Like I'm really wondering like how woke the DLC is gonna be because that was like that's my impressions looking at the leaks is that like it's super super gay. So like this is gonna be like the signature game of Pride Month, like shit stain of the turd tree, like unbelievable. I don't know. I have like no enthusiasm for the DLC at all. Like I don't think anybody does really. It's just fanboys, just like uh trying to keep like the hype off of Nintendo. I do think that's like what all this From Slot thing stuff comes down to is that it keeps people distracted from like what's actually coming out. Because people were calling like Elden Ring like the game of the year of this year, like before the Nintendo Direct even dropped, and it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be like another Baldur's Gate 3 situation where it could win, it could be discussed but like nobody's gonna care. I'm seeing like people even today like bring up like the please hurry it up thing from the Game Awards. Like I do think after the Summer Games Fest, like Jeff Keighley has completely lost all of his credibility. I do think that like we are on like a downward trajectory where like people just don't respect the Game Awards because they have spent too much time like propping up like irrelevant projects while like ignoring the stuff people actually talk about, right? I constantly complain about like Animal Crossing losing to The Last of Us Part 2, but like yeah, like Baldur's Gate 3 is like honestly just as bad. In my like I do think that's probably worse on it. Yeah, I would put Baldur's Gate 3 up there with The Last of Us Part 2. It's the exact kind of game, right? It's the exact same thing. A woke product that game journalists latched onto in order to push their political agenda, right? That was what The Last of Us Part 2 was. That's what Baldur's Gate 3 was, right? It's why Hogwarts Legacy didn't get nominated. It's why like a Zelda and Mario didn't get nominated because like they were too based and too red pilled. Baldur's Gate 3 was a massive success. Okay, then why did Larian get fired? Why are they not producing another one? Why are they like ceasing development? Like why? Like again, if it was so successful, why are they not desperately like doing everything they can to get Larian back on? It's not going to happen, right? The new Zelda just flips the assets of Link's Awakening. No, it doesn't. Like you can tell the game has completely new assets. Like, it's in the same style as Link's Awakening, but yeah, saying it like reuses assets is completely wrong. Tears of the Kingdom is a really good example. It's the same world, but like they have completely new things and mechanics, right? That's very obvious just by looking at it. Well, Sony's exclusives were never good. It's like the issue. Like, if anyone says like Sony exclusives are good, wherever good, they're delusional. Like, I'm a big fan of the first Sly Cooper game, but like I'll tell you that like that game is not great. I love the style and the tone, and like I grew up with it. I'm nostalgic for it, but like saying Sly Cooper is on the same level as like Super Mario Sunshine or like Pikmin 1 or Star Fox Adventures, that's just delusional. Okay, like Sly Cooper is like 2 hours long and doesn't really have a lot going for it, like objectively. Like the final world is just one like linear just platforming segment. It's not all that well put together. And you can like the game, right? You can enjoy it for what it is. Like I enjoy it for what it is, but like to say it's on the same level as like good Nintendo games is just wrong. Let's see, 3. Yeah, so of course 4chan is mostly talking about Danganronpa, which pisses me off. Like I don't understand the autism. Well, I mean, okay, I guess I do understand the autism, but like, I don't know, man. I refuse to support it. Like I refuse. It's not gonna happen. I don't have a problem with this. It's not woke. Zelda isn't replacing Link anymore. Yeah, okay. So are there people pushing the idea that this is woke? I'm really curious if there are like people doing this. I knew people were gonna do it the instant I saw it, but that's my big takeaway right now is that like what is are people going to like delusionally like try and convince you this game is like a sign that Nintendo is like becoming woke? I'm really interested in seeing that happen. Seeing if that happens. Leftoids are the only ones calling it woke because they desperately want it to be. They made Zelda woke, yes. They're making fun of you. Yeah, I'm really curious if anybody's like doing it. I really want to see Sean Malmstrom like give his take on it. Let's see. I guess we could watch other Nintendo YouTubers, see what their takes were. Let's see. Nintendo. Yeah, who exactly do we want to watch? Rogers Bay is kind of funny. No. Was that Nintendo Direct even real? Oh. I'm curious what the Mish has to say.
You are now watching The Meech.
After nearly a year without a Nintendo Direct, the long-awaited June 2024 Nintendo Direct is...
Wait, what? A year? We got one in like February or March or something. It wasn't a big one, but like, yeah. But it was a partner showcase. No, come on.
Finally here, and to say the least, there is a lot to unpack here. With recent Nintendo Directs, they have been insane, and in the best ways possible. That June Direct last year was easily one of the most legendary Nintendo Directs they've ever had, and even the September one was excellent. But going into this one, I didn't have the highest of expectations. They weren't low, but at the same time, the Nintendo Switch era is coming to a close. What more could they possibly reveal? And a certain bird was rather quiet, so I wasn't sure what to expect. And after watching the Nintendo Direct, there's a lot to...
The Mish is a huge shill for Fiero. And I think it's safe to say that like he was one of those people that was getting leaks through like the Google document thing. So yeah, don't take Fiero seriously.
Talk about, and yes, there are even a few things that I found to be kind of iffy to just plain bad. Believe me, those iffy to bad things are likely getting their own videos. But with that out of the way, the question is, how was the June 2024 Nintendo Direct? Considering how long we waited for it, was it worth the wait? Did it live up to expectations? Did it exceed expectations? Was it just mediocre? Or most importantly, was it so bad that it made me even more emo than I actually am? Time to find out. The Nintendo Direct started off with quite a strong opening. And by quite a strong opening, I mean Mario and Luigi is back! They did it! Nintendo actually did it. Not only did they reveal a new Mario and Luigi game, but this is the third Direct in a row
who's making
that revealed a Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG Remake back in the June Direct of last year. Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door in the September Direct last year. And now, we have Mario and Luigi. So we have every Mario RPG series on the Nintendo Switch. But unlike those two games, this one is a full-on new entry. With the history of the Mario and Luigi series, we haven't had a new entry in almost 9 years, the last one being Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. And the thing I'm most curious about, who is developing the game? We know that Alpha Dream shut down, but in terms of a new developer, this seems to look very similar to what Alpha Dream was doing, and that is a great thing. My thoughts on the overall game itself? It is called Mario and Luigi Brothership, and I gotta say, in terms of the new art style, it's exactly what I wanted to see. It translates to box art incredibly well, and the environments look great as well. You can see that there's new voice acting for Mario and Luigi from Kevin Afghani, considering this is a new game.
Don't say his name! I don't want to know his name, come on!
But it's always nice hearing more new voice lines from him. But overall, I gotta say, this is very exciting. And I'm kind of stunned Mario and Luigi is back, but maybe this was the build-up with all the Mario RPG remakes. But needless to say, we are so back with Mario RPGs, and it is amazing. Seeing Mario and Luigi return with Mario and Luigi Brothership was an amazing start to the Nintendo
Oh, she's
Direct.
really supportive of
But
me.
after it was revealed, we got a game that made me think, you know what, I would have liked this series to return as well. And that is NES Remix. We saw a little bit more of Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. It looks okay. It just seems to be a collection of challenges from the NES games. But with NES Remix, that saw it. Now getting into the next thing, this was about as surprising as Mario and Luigi. I'd say even more surprising. When you saw it, you might have thought of me because this is something I was obsessed with. And
no.
I can't believe it's actually back. And you would expect me to be angry about it, but I am just stunned more than anything. That's right, Nintendo Switch Sports is back. We are returning to Spoko Square with a free update that lets you enjoy— I'm trying not to laugh. A free update that lets you enjoy basketball is coming in the summer, which we know with Nintendo Switch Sports, it's coming in the winter. Why are they giving this game new sports? I don't understand it. They stopped updating the game where they stopped with the costumes, so why out of nowhere are we getting basketball? Yeah, I know it's sold incredibly well, but at the same time, does it really have that much of a following to give it a new sport?
Yes, like Switch Sports is really popular. Like, again, this is a really interesting thing because Demish, the general Nintendo YouTube community hated this game. You know, Demish in particular came after it, but no, it's really popular.
Despite the rest of the DLC wrapping up in 2022, it has been almost 2 years since golf. And I gotta say, it is ridiculous, but at the same time, it is just downright hilarious. I can't be upset about it, but I will be making a video just discussing, is there actually more of a future for Nintendo Switch Sports than we expect? If you must know how I feel about the basketball game and the Nintendo Switch Sports video game for the Nintendo Switch family of systems, it looks pretty much the same as it does in Wii Sports Resort. Though knowing how Nintendo Switch Sports plays, it's probably going to feel simplified and nowhere near as good. Not to mention, it's not going to have the same charm. Because remember, This is Spoko Square we're talking about, and we are seeing the Sportsmates again. We getting out of Macy's with this one, guys, but regardless, pretty hilarious announcement. It is not the announcement that disappointed me out of the Direct. That goes to the next game, Donkey Kong. It has been over a decade since the last entry being Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. But you know what? I can't be too disappointed that we might not be getting a new Donkey Kong on the Switch, because the Nintendo Switch 2 is on the horizon. If they're going to make an ambitious new Donkey Kong game, they might as well have it on the console that's likely going to be in 4K, much more powerful. And you know what? I honestly don't mind waiting. Considering that I'm fine without a new Donkey Kong until the Nintendo Switch 2, what exactly am I disappointed by? Well, the game revealed was not Donkey Konga 4, it was Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Considering that Donkey Kong Country Returns is one of my favorite games of all time, and it was my very first Donkey Kong game, you would expect me to be excited. But remember, if a Nintendo game has HD in the title and was released during the Switch era, you can bet that it's pretty much going to be the exact same game with a very slight upgrade and not much else. Look at Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. We essentially got confirmation that it's exactly the same as a 3DS game with some...
Why do they need to add more things to it? Like, come on.
Quality of life improvements,
like,
and
this is for a new audience.
Visually. And this is looking to be the same thing. Now here's the thing. If they remake Donkey Kong Country Returns to look in line with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, I would be so hyped. If you look at how gorgeous Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze looks even to this day, it is still very impressive. But Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, it just looks like the Wii game. There are a few things that are updated, like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong having fur, but it's pretty much the same game. You can see that the textures and the models are very...
I don't know, like, again, they ported the game to 3DS already. This is nothing new or unusual. Like, it's just a port. Like, what's the big deal? Like, if you're not into it, you don't have to buy it. Like, it's just a non-issue for me.
Powerful consoles, but it looks to be a solid port of the game. I love cats, and seeing Stray come to the Switch is nothing but a good thing. Very exciting to see, and considering that I mostly play on my Switch, I probably will be getting it. There were quite a few collections too. Marvel vs. Capcom's coming back, Ace Attorney, and of course there is the Dragon Quest HD 2D games, so all that stuff looks great. You know me, I'm not the biggest into JRPGs, but just seeing the amount of quality with the collections that were in the Direct, always nice to see. But regardless, you come to a Nintendo Direct for the first party announcements, but you also come for the Mario Party announcements. We're getting a new Mario Party game, being Super Mario Party Direct. Now this is something that would have game what was revealed in the middle of the Direct. Now this is something that would have been a One More Thing announcement, but we are getting a brand new 2D Zelda game, being The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Just like how 2D Mario was last year, 2D Zelda is way overdue for a new entry. Because the last one we got, being The Legend of Zelda Between Worlds, was over a decade ago. But with this new entry, there is quite the twist. For the first time since The Legend of Zelda Wand of Gamelon on the Philips CDI, we are playing as Princess Zelda. Now, instead of making it like a 2D Zelda game, but playing as Zelda with a sword, there's actually a very interesting new mechanic. You are given a new wand that can copy items, which you can use to either improvise in the overworld, or you can even use it to take out enemies. This is a really cool new mechanic, and it gives the game its own identity. Having it be a game where you play as Zelda is already cool enough, but seeing them pretty much make a new concept that goes beyond just using a sword and giving the game different gameplay mechanics while also having it be like a traditional 2D Zelda game, this is a very cool game.
Yep.
I gotta say, I definitely need to get more into 2D Zelda games. A Link Between Worlds, I had a lot of fun playing that, but also Link's Awakening, and it is retaining the art style from that game, which I'm very happy about. But like I said, man, if this were the middle Direct announcement, what the hell could be the finale? And here we are with the one more thing. It finally happened. Metroid Prime 4 was showcased for the first time. It restarted development in 2019. But I gotta say, what we've seen of the game, it looks incredible. I gotta say, it might just be worth the long wait. Considering how long it took, I'm just very...
Okay, let's see. The bit block. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, sorry, let me get that out of the way. Hello. It is, your favorite neighbor, Josh Thomas here. And today we will be discussing the meaning and purpose of dreams in modern society. No, we're here for the Nintendo Direct. It says it right above my stupid head, and it says it over there, I think, or over there. I can't remember the layout. So the Nintendo Direct is going to begin in about 2 minutes. Oh my god, do I have to sneeze? No, I think it's gone. Okay. I'm upstairs in my bedroom because I had 2.5, so we're... It begins in a minute. Oh god, I don't know what to say for an entire minute. No, I think this could be a good one, potentially. There were some people that are insiders, or whatever you want to call these degenerates, saying that this is like a good one. And here it is. There's mature rated games. Let's do it. Oh god, Pikmin 4 DLC, let's do it. That didn't happen. Kicking it off with a Mario game? I have no idea what this is. Oh my... Oh! Is this a remake of a Mario and Luigi game? I thought they went bankrupt. Who's making this? Oh, this is Charles doing the voices. You can tell because it sounds good. Wait, I think.
No, it's not. Yeah, this is actually the first game that featured the next...
Is this a remake of Superstar Saga? Oh! This looks awesome! It's all fully 3D? Wow! Oh! Cool! Did Nintendo just bring this developer back from the dead? No, wait, this is new! Listen to the music! Cool! What is with all the RPG? Mario went from no RPGs to like all the RPGs. What in the world is Nintendo? Wait, is this new? Maybe this isn't new because it has Charles's voices. I mean, I'm more of a Paper Mario guy, so I'm not gonna recognize if this is new. I think this is new. This looks really cool, though. I will definitely get this. Look at Luigi. Oh, I love the character models. They look great. No, this is new. Those characters I've never seen before. The little spark plug gal. Oh. Mario and Luigi Brothership. That's new. That's a holiday game. Cool. What is... Wow. 3 Mario RPGs in like a year's time frame. Wow.
For today's Nintendo Direct.
Off on a very good foot. Unless they hired somebody new, good. This is some sweet tea, by the way. You gotta watch Nintendo Directs with Sun Tea.
Familiarize yourself with each challenge and
like a year ago or more.
3-point challenge solo. And
this is just Wii Sports Resort, but with way less personality.
Up to level is filled,
but it still is a gorgeous game.
No match for these top bananas.
Oh.
From Manic Minecarts.
This game is so good. This game is better than Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I like Wonder, but it's not on the level of this. Look at that. No, it's the Zelda game, I think. The time is nigh.
I'm curious what he says about like Dragon Quest. I'm curious what his like spicy hot thing
This
is gonna
is
be.
Zelda, actually. I would like to retract my statement of this being Zelda. Why do I feel like this is copyrighted? Well, now we're gonna go ahead and mute that. The little thing said something about a symphony. I was thinking, that's probably copyrighted. The hour of awakening draws near. Well, wait a minute, I thought the time was nigh. Oh, look at this. This looks cute. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake. Boy, Japanese developers really know how to name their games. This looks cute. Giving me some Octopath Traveler vibes. Except it looks better than Octopath Traveler, probably.
Nah.
Because
No.
my eyes are not bleeding from looking at it. It's really weird how they'll interrupt a game. Well, they don't interrupt it, but like after they show us a game, they'll have one of the Nintendo guys there telling us about the game, and then they'll say, next, please take a look at this. And it always makes me think something really good's gonna come. Like, you know, from Nintendo or something. But for some reason, it never does. But I still think something is gonna happen. It's like, now please take a look at this. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. The legacy begins, the time is nigh. Can I unmute this without having to worry about a copyright strike? There it is, look at that. Thank you, Square Enix. Square Enix, why aren't you making Mario Sports Mix? What are you doing? Alright, okay. Back to the audio. Wait, no, not back to the audio. We're doing another something here. And there's also this guy and that guy as well. Experience the complete Erdrick trilogy. I definitely will. In 2025. That's not this year, that's next year.
Nintendo.
Oh! Grandpa, what are you doing in this Nintendo Direct?
Yoshihori is a big name in games. Come on.
This guy's so rich, he literally lives in a castle. He's got that Dragon Quest loot. And we even snuck in a surprise announcement. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 will also receive the HD 2D treatment. I want this guy to live next to me. Chronologically, wait, I didn't read that time. I think players will have fun seeing how things unfold if they play 3, 1, and 2 in that order. Wait, what? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. If you're a Dragon Quest fan, 3 takes place before 1, 2.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hori.
Don't tell him, but I'm not going to get that game. He just seems too kind. I don't want to break his heart. It looks cute. Like I said, Octopath, very Octopath.
On Nintendo Switch, June 27th. Pre-orders are
comes out in about
on Nintendo eShop.
9 days.
Meet the quirky.
Hey, it's Denpa Men. There it is. The new Denpa Men.
Adventure. Explore dungeons and battle monsters.
This was a 3DS game.
Customize all sorts.
Oh, was it?
Series history.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
And it seems like
Okay.
they could have DLC. Because why would they just have 2 returning boards? You know what I mean? That seems like they're keeping it open for more stuff. This is Zelda. Oh, wait, what? This is a new 2D Zelda.
Yep.
Looks like it's built on the engine of Link's Awakening. Definitely looks like it's Link's Awakening on the Switch. Or is this not new, and this is a remake of the SNES game? Oh.
The Link beats Ganon.
Scares the hell out of me. I think this is a sequel to Link's Awakening. Oh, do you play as Zelda? Because I don't really want to play as Zelda. I want to play as Link.
Oh no.
Oh no, wait, she's gonna get killed too. Oh, so wait, you play as Zelda? That's kind of dumb. I don't want to play as Zelda.
Oh,
That's stupid.
come on.
I want to play as Link. I also didn't like Link's Awakening.
Oh, come
I know
on!
that's a bad take, but I just didn't like it. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Okay, hopefully you play as Link. I mean, play as Zelda sometime maybe, but mostly Link? I don't know.
I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Of course, like the Bitblock's the one guy who has an issue with
This direct got very good, by the way.
Legend of Zelda Echoes.
The middle of directs are usually the worst.
This time around, Link has vanished.
I don't like that.
It's up to Princess Zelda to step into the
I don't want to
protagonist
play a
role.
whole game as Princess Zelda.
You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then? Here, we wanted to create a new gameplay style that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective. To explain more, please take a look at this video.
God, we're really going deep into this.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule.
I don't like the
strange
art style.
rifts have appeared.
It's like the same art style of Link's Awakening. And I didn't really like that. Everything looks so
Now
plasticky
alone,
and cheap and
Zelda meets the fairy
toy-like. Try.
Receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod and sets off on a journey
Tri-Rod.
across Hyrule to save her kingdom.
Eh.
By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she
Wave the
learned
Tri-Rod.
how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just like that. You can create wooden boxes, old beds.
How do you know
and
what you
unusual
can
things
create? Because
like
obviously
water
it
blocks.
wouldn't be
How you use
everything.
them separately or together is entirely up to you. Learn and create.
I don't think
echoes
I'm
of things
excited
you
about
find
this.
while
Oh, come
exploring
on.
Hyrule.
This seems
You
like
might be
a kind of
surprised
dumb
at what you
gameplay
discover.
gimmick.
He's
Oh,
only
look, I'm
upset because he's
stacking
playing as a
beds up
girl.
to get- like, I don't know.
Like-
This seems kind of dumb.
What a
Even
dork.
battles will look different. You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters. After doing so, they'll fight by your side. Monsters have different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key, after all.
I mean, at least it's sort of like playing more like Zelda would play. Like she wouldn't be fighting with a sword, obviously. But at the same time, I didn't like Link's Awakening, and this feels like a kind of sequel
The fate
to
of
that.
the kingdom is now.
And I don't like this art style, and the movement was really kind of crappy in the original Switch game.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this is the Bitblock, yeah.
Breaker HD instead.
This channel's Princess Zelda's wisdom. There are a lot of echoes in this game. To be honest, I haven't counted them all yet. How you solve puzzles and
Yeah, the Bitblock is the absolute worst. Like, I cannot stand this asshole. Like, I've always hated him.
change depending on the echoes used.
Whenever I
In
watch
short,
him, I just get,
we've
like,
created
more and more
a game
angry.
Where each player's experience will be different.
I mean, you
Legend
kind
of
of did that
Zelda
already
Echoes of
in
Wisdom launches September
Breath of the
26th.
Wild and Tears of the
A
Kingdom.
Nintendo Switch Lite system inspired by
Oh,
the Legend
God.
of Zelda series will also be available at launch.
I don't know.
We hope you're looking forward to playing as Zelda in this new adventure.
I'm not.
Now,
I'm
to
not.
return this moment
What a
I've
dork.
stolen away back to Mr. Takahashi.
Shelley's
Okay, what
Wind
else is
Waker
he gonna
HD.
say?
Is that a giant carrot?
To have you
No.
Academy.
Hunters. That is crazy because a long time ago they said they wanted to like bring one of the hunters into the main game. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Wow. That's it. That's all we get to see. To do it, and when you think they won't, I mean, what? When you think they're gonna do something, then they won't do it. So
Yeah, the Bitblock is the worst. I love this Nintendo Direct. Let's see. Angry Shosho actually did a Nintendo. He actually did a reaction? Wow!
Hey, so the
Holy fucking shit! I was straight up making fun of him because I did not think this was gonna happen. Let's see here. Yeah, we're definitely reacting to this. Fuck Angry Joe! But we're gonna do it.
Last showcase of the E3 like Game of the Year.
I really wonder how he's gonna cope.
Games of the Year stuff for 2024 is out. It is the Nintendo Direct on.
He's
June
actually gonna do it
for Nintendo Switch.
I can't believe this is happening.
I thought our lowest rated video of all time on the Angry Joe show was one of my Nintendo reactions. So
yeah, 2019. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so for those of you who don't know the context, like, Nintendo had, like, a killer E3 2019. Like, an absolutely killer one, right? They, like, easily won that year. And Nintendo, Angry Joe tried really hard to downplay it, right? And, after that showcase, he never covered any Nintendo content again. 5 years it's taken for him to react to another Nintendo Direct, which is, like, insane to think about when you, like, realize he's supposed to be a gaming channel. But, yeah.
Lowest rated video of all time on the Angry Joe show was one of my Nintendo reactions.
Yeah.
So why don't we do another Nintendo reaction?
Yeah, I hated that video. I hated it.
Would be exciting.
I'm still mad.
They've already announced, so we've already set our expectations. They said no Switch 2 reveal, which would have been awesome, but give us Twilight Princess, you cowards. People have been asking for it forever. So we'll see what the heck they announce, if there's anything that they'll announce that's good on this year's show.
It's going to be good.
And then give it a rating, and then get yelled at by the Nintendo.
Yeah, he's going to do...
Here we go.
It's not Warhammer 40K, so he's going to pretend it's shit.
1, go. I'm just seeing what the Nintendo faithful want here.
Oh, come on. He's already calling us the Nintendo faithful.
Five Nights at Freddy's World 2. Mario Maker 3.
Luigi.
Mario! Mario with the bees!
A new series!
Hey, the bees!
Television show.
Not the bees!
Mamma mia.
Luigi! No way.
Luigi.
Their hands glow in this one.
I can't believe that BitBlock didn't realize this was like the new acting. Like, I don't know why he was...
Mario and Luigi. Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh, yeah, we'll do it. I like it. So a platformer, co-op platformer. So
a platformer.
Semi-new franchise. Mario
A
and Luigi.
A semi-new franchise.
Mario and Luigi 2. Mario and Luigi 3.
They need like a Mario and Luigi like Contra.
He doesn't even know it's an RPG.
Yeah.
What? Just like, what the fuck?
And then you can call that Super Mario Bros.
Yeah. And it's cool because, you know, in the movie, their relationship was one of the cool focuses, you know. The focus on the brothers' relationship. Oh, look at this! It's like an RPG. Like a JRPG. This looks like a fun little party game.
A party game? What? What? How does he have worse takes than the BitBlock? Like, how? How is that possible? Like, I don't understand. Oh, it's a platformer. It's a party game. Like, no, it's an RPG. Like, what? Like, again, like, but...
Tomodachi, what is that? Tamagotchi? People really want Super Mario Paper Maker 3. Kick it.
He's looking more at chat than he is at the trailer.
Brothership. Look at that. I was kind of wondering if they're going to focus on their relationship. You can't get more obvious than that.
Hello, everyone.
Brothership.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the first new entry in the Mario and Luigi series in almost 9 years.
Weird name.
Mario and Luigi Brothership.
9 years. Okay, so it's been 9 years.
Please look forward to a seafaring adventure that unfolds across mysterious islands, as well as evolved bros.
Have we ever seen Mario and Luigi's father and mother?
Okay.
Oh, come on.
The lore?
Did you not see the movie? Did you not watch the movie? Do you not remember the movie?
Video game.
Come on, they focused on that in the movie. Like, which you trash, by the way.
The thrill.
Okay.
Break the game.
You can also try more difficult legend challenges.
I wonder if they'll show you what the exploits
Like
are,
completing Super Mario Brothers
so
in
you can
one
do
go
them.
using warp pipes.
Do that.
3-point challenge solo and score as many baskets as you can.
Kinda
With
cool.
7
Updates.
Player local 10.
Big boobies. Pikmin only
No, it feels
with
like flea
animals
market.
and fruits.
Like you go to the Mexican flea market and this is the power.
I probably should be watching the entire thing, but I don't know. Like, some of these announcements aren't big anyway, so.
World they have there. Like, what the fuck is this? It's like you wanted farming and weird battlers.
And wreak havoc on your foes.
I actually am more
I probably should be
interested
watching
in
the
this
entire
than
thing,
Pikmin.
Join the rebellion.
Because I like the designs of the little muñecos.
Launching on Nintendo Switch.
Pharmagia.
Asia. Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Diddy Kong. Oh, he's beating his son to death.
Well, that's how you know it's Diddy in there.
Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released
Wrong
on the
Diddy.
Wii system,
Oh.
is barely
Wrong
on
Diddy.
Nintendo
Wrong
Switch
Diddy.
in HD.
Donkey
The
Kong
villainous Tiki Top
returns,
tribe has
and
hypnotized
yet
the
Twilight
local
Princess
wildlife
cannot.
and stolen Donkey
What?
Kong's
Why is he so hung up on Twilight Princess? Like, come on.
precious banana horde.
I always love the music from this game.
Yes.
There's Diddy.
If you want to get a heart
Obstacles in the
attack,
way?
do the
Just
I mean,
mind.
Twilight Princess was re-released in 2016, so
Pound 'em,
we don't need a re-release of Twilight Princess in Wind Waker.
Pound 'em.
roll on through. Each level is filled with hijinks, but they're no
Look
match
at
for
that.
these top bananas.
You got these two getting the game, Mario and Luigi getting their game. This is
So we better have
To high-flying rocket
Metroid, right?
barrels.
yeah. I'm waiting for the exciting ones. They're saving the exciting ones for the end
They better be.
Oh, come on!
Plenty of transportation methods available.
because the
Do it, the frog?
Xbox show is
Pass a
real
Joy-Con
good.
controller
No,
to
it wasn't. No, it
Kermit's
wasn't.
Frog? Is that what you said?
No, there's a rhino. There was a frog.
Oh,
there was...
80 appealing levels are in store, including the additional levels from the Nintendo 3DS version.
Oh yeah.
You got a
Look at that back.
plethora of levels.
Donkey Kong Country
Return.
Returns HD swings onto the
In
Nintendo Switch
HD.
system January 16th.
Well, that's a game that we've already had.
But you never played it, Joe, so you can't shit talk it. Like, it's better than your favorite game. Like,
Yep.
Plenty of wild actions and antics are in store with these Kongs.
Well, yeah, we've
Next,
played it before.
please take a look at this.
what are you talking about? No, you haven't. Like,
Is that what that is? One of the CEOs snapping?
Nah.
I've always wondered. No, it was the Joy-Con
Yep.
controller snapping.
Yep.
Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. I'm going to be copyright claim, perhaps.
I think you are.
Yeah, I think just showing anything Nintendo on it.
Anything
Yeah,
Nintendo,
yeah.
we're already getting copyright.
it's a Square Enix thing. Like, come on.
Shut his channel down. Dragon Quest 3, a HD 2D
Journey with
remake.
allies.
HD
To
2D.
face
2D
the arch-fiend
This is
on
cool.
an epic adventure.
That's cool. Love the pixel graphics.
Yeah, he's trying to pretend to be interested, but he's not really.
3D/2D.
2.3. 2.5.
Challenges
2.3D?
2.7?
and
2.5D.
formidable monsters await.
Oh, the guy's fucking nipples are out.
An iconic RPG remade in HD 2D.
This looks cool, actually. Very colorful.
Forge your own path.
Oh, we got pirate ships?
Just enough for the Switch to handle this.
Is that my mom?
Begins.
I'll never forget Mortal Kombat. I always said $60.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Dragon Quest 3.
The ultimate mama's boy.
Remember
Melina's face?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to screw up these like
Nintendo
old
Switch,
classics that like
November 14th.
They're meant for
universally
these.
universally
Yeah.
love. Like everyone
Yeah.
loves these games.
There's a fourth guy in the room with them, and he's not saying anything. Like, who is this fourth individual who's just there?
Damn.
The Shadow Joe? Who is this guy?
Jackbox? Okay, take a Jackbox out. When was the last time you did?
Who is this fourth
Mario
guy?
Party.
Mario Party.
Yes.
Mario Kart. Yeah. Those are like the main ones: Mario Kart, Mario Party.
Oh, so 1 and 2 is coming. That's pretty sweet. So you get the Dragon Quest. You get to relive the good old days of Dragon Quest.
Remake all the things.
Eugene,
like Resident Evil.
Capcom.
He's trying to pretend to be more positive. I think too many people are like calling him out for being anti-Nintendo. I think that's the issue here.
You know
what? I would be more amazed. They're like, everything's on sale.
That they don't.
Would that not be a big surprise?
Nintendo doesn't do that though.
These games are on sale now. It's like, all right, you got me. I'm gonna try some.
90% off.
How cool will it be for this guy to be your dad or your grandpa? You can play video games with him, and he knows all the good things about video games.
Yeah, Hori seems like a cool person.
I like that guy.
Thank you, Mr. Hori.
His haircut is hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot from Hori, but he seems like a really cool guy.
Now in HD 2D.
There's actually a lot of co-op stuff.
Let's continue with more headlines.
That's good.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, seen this.
Say hello to Jaws.
Just stop it. Bunch of corporate nonsense. People have filled the rooms with their Funkos.
Think about how much they spent on licensing.
Think about. I mean, that's pretty good. Show's got 8.
For an adventure
Spoopy.
Ghoulish proportions.
Bro, what the hell? That's just remake HD, HD 2.0, HD 2.1.
I mean,
remake
ready for
7.
Switch next year.
And other
Switch HD.
supernatural shenanigans.
I mean, we're 2 years away from the Switch being able to handle modern, after the Switch was able to handle modern games. So it's like they've got to lean into this.
On Nintendo eShop.
The first party stuff.
How much was?
Yeah, they're delusional about that.
Seems like it was about
Like, there's nothing coming out that the Switch can't run. It's like the reality of the situation.
Catch them and lead them on a joyful RPG adventure. Explore dungeons and battle monsters.
Yeah,
Customize all sorts of outfits.
That looks
Decorate
terrible.
your island however you'd like.
This
and
looks
more.
awful.
Plus, up to 4 players in local co-op can team up to catch special Denpa Men. The new Denpa Men is free to play.
Oh, he's snoozing on stream.
Nintendo Switch.
Steven
Steve, fucking Dreamcast. You remember Seaman?
I never had.
Yeah, you had Seaman on your Dreamcast.
Strategize away
At
in this
Dreamcast,
tower
but not
defense
Seaman on
installment of the
Yeah,
What
you
is this?
did.
This looks
control
interesting.
of your forces and pulverize enemy
Like
strongholds.
Yeah, Metal Slug, man.
Choose
Remake.
300 units with different
Whoa, a
abilities
succubus?
and build out your decks to win other players in on
Crazy on the Metal Slug franchise. So there's Metal Slug Tactics, and now there's Metal Slug Card
Is
Battle.
Metal Slug
This is on
Tactics
Card.
out? I'm gonna have to look.
What did it say?
bit adventure. More classic titles are on the way.
Okay, how's it gonna react to this
Well,
bullshit?
You already showed me quite a few.
Play Link's classic 16-bit adventure and team up online to explore randomized dungeons in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4.
Come on, this is one of the best games ever made. Fuck you.
I already bought Link the Past twice.
Experience the remake of Samus
Buy it
Aran's
5
adventure,
times.
Metroid Zero Mission.
It's from the Game Boy Advance, and now it's back.
Plus,
Yeah, this is the subscription service, retard. So, like, you don't have to pay for it. Like, again, that's not even a justification for being disappointed. No, these games are great. Fuck you.
coming to the new Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online,
Slug
mature
Attack.
17+ collection of games.
Reloaded.
Turok!
Brave the dangerous lost land.
Oh, that's-
Wow, this looks so much worse than I remember it.
Turok. Dinosaur Hunter. This is exactly the way it looks, though.
Yeah. But it looked great for the. For back in the day.
Playing on a screen, a TV with a screen thing.
Fucking great.
Perfect Dark.
Infiltrate a corporation to
God, this game was so good when it came out.
Well, here's the thing, there's a new one coming out, and Nintendo's got this one.
Just laptop.
All right, so that Metal Slug,
The better
Metal
one,
Slug
yeah.
Attack Reloaded was available for the Switch only, not a mobile game, and it was available today. That's pretty cool. You know, again, look at this. This is a fucking blast from the past. Fucking remaster, reload, rego.
This is Verona.
I'm waiting for a remaster. Turok.
The fan attack enemies around. No stopping and
What?
brave. The
One
lost
girl
hero
turned into clothes?
launches a-
I
This one's
don't know where.
Yeah,
I want this one.
Are fighting their way onto Nintendo
It says
Switch.
free play.
One collection.
Yeah,
It
boy.
says right there, free.
Free play. Street Fighter.
This one was sweet.
In Marvel vs.
You pay all the
I love
quarters
this
up
one.
front.
Heroes.
Yeah, we played this
Take
recently.
down the Kingpin, the beat 'em up
Punisher.
side scroller, the Punisher,
I remember
and
playing this
more.
one.
Damn.
I always
What
die
the
from
shit?
shit off
Children
screen.
of the Atom.
Yeah.
Hit up training mode to polish your fighting skills.
I don't want to challenge everyone. I just want to
What the
fuck so many.
Heard it.
Now we're ready to
Like the mini game.
Select the most stars.
It's like
Yo.
Stay on track
No.
in Roll'em Raceway.
Oh shit.
Oh, this would be
We're
cool.
on we're on fucking races.
You can move up to 40 spaces with a lucky roll.
Jesus
40?
fucking Christ.
Tuba Lagoon, the ebb and
Wow, he looks so bored. Look at it.
First.
And things
Yes.
really get mixed up when the volcano
You get a star,
blows its
but
top.
then everyone else does.
Well, there's
Along
first
with
in the
5
race,
boards,
and then there's
2 boards
first
from previous Mario Party games
on the track,
make
and then
their
there's
return.
first in the Mario Party
You usually
games.
get like a
Some
star
mini-games
for
with
like most
action-packed
traveled or
challenges,
most.
speed trials,
Most coins
Battle of
spent, most
Yeah.
coins lost.
and more.
A lot of pity
And some are
stuff.
controlled by gently shaking
I don't like
or
it.
tilting your Joy-Con controllers.
Cool.
With over 110
Also,
games,
but so-
there's a wide
So-
variety to
So
enjoy.
is there a lot of minigame crossover, right?
Also-
Because there should be favorites that return every
Yes.
year.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a special one.
Do you know how many minigames are in the one that you bought?
No.
Compete
That's a lot.
against your rivals.
The problem is the
Aim for
Joy-Con
first
start to
place.
drift, and then it's like, I can't do this
Try your
minigame
best to
anymore.
come out on top.
Apart from the cow milking.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, there are even more new modes?
What?
The biggest Mario Party yet will soon be
Yeah, the
underway when the
biggest.
Super Mario
Fuck
Party
yeah.
Jamboree game launches
Oh,
on
we're
the
buying
Nintendo
that.
Switch system
We're
October
playing that,
17th.
Joe. Bring it over. Or we'll play it on mine.
That was the latest installment in the Mario Party series, Super Mario Party Jamboree. With new boards,
What number?
Now,
of
he's played
Mario
one
Party
before,
are
and
they on?
like he streamed
What
10.
number Mario Party was
11,
yours?
12, one of those.
get ready for the biggest Mario Party in
Maybe.
series history.
Nice.
Power
Is it
Now,
$60 every time,
Please take a
too?
look at this.
70? Or they're not doing 70
50,
prices?
60 bucks.
50.
Daka.
Oh shit, Zelda. Here you go. Oh my god. He's a little
50.
Pikmin guy.
Come on. If you played Link's Awakening, you would know.
Haha, you suck. Oh, he died. Princess, come with me.
Behind you.
What the?
Link, no.
Oh no. It's up to you now.
He dissolved into goo.
Here it is.
Zelda's own adventure.
Here it is.
It is called The Legend of Zelda.
Twilight Princess.
Now, if you name your character Link, do you get bonuses instead of...
They look like the little Playmobil toys.
Yeah.
The legs the slow kids got.
Well,
I'm not allowed to
not what
have
we were
those.
looking for. Oh, Echoes of Wisdom, though, looks interesting. She's got her own adventure now, I guess.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eiji
They
Aonuma,
should have named it
producer
like
of the
Looking
Legend
for
of
Link
Zelda series.
something.
What you just saw
Missing
was
link.
the latest installment.
Yes.
There we go, yes, there we
Good
go.
one.
The missing link.
The missing link.
This time around, Link has vanished.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see,
It's up to
perfect.
Princess
Missing
Zelda
Link.
to step into the protagonist role.
Genius.
You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then?
No.
Here, we wanted to create a
Because
new
that
game
would be
play style that
sexist.
breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a
No,
top-down
you gave her a
She's,
gun.
yeah, machine gun.
To explain more, please take a look at this video.
Jesus Christ, Zelda!
Lord.
Where the fuck is Link?
Across the vast
Mission over. Here, take him.
You gave her an M4 tactical assault rifle. Big what? All right, Nintendo.
Link's like, well, my quest would have been over a lot sooner too.
Bro, I would totally fucking buy that game.
And sets off on a journey across
She
Hyrule
just starts
to
shooting
save
and murdering everybody. It turns into Call of Duty with huge set pieces and explosions.
table she found.
Where is he?
Zelda learned how
Oh,
to
fucking
create
Tish,
an
she gets
invention
powers from tables.
called An echo. Once you
Now
learn
I
an
can make
echo of
tables.
something, you can
Make me a
recreate it
sandwich.
whenever you like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like a wand.
You can create wooden boxes.
What about weapons?
Old beds. And unusual things like water blocks.
You know, stuff around the house.
She creates a water block inside your lungs. Like all the guys are drowning. It's like, Jesus, that's dark.
Things you find while exploring Hyrule.
Link wishes he can build boxes.
You might be surprised at what you
The
discover.
power of home furniture. The power of one. The power of furniture.
You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for
The
example.
power of Jesus.
That's
Damn,
not all,
she's
though.
stronger than Link.
You can also create
do
echoes
that too.
of monsters.
Oh, fuck.
She stole his soul.
They'll fight by your side.
Oh, my God.
She's a necromancer.
Bitch is crazy.
Different
Now
ways
you'll
living,
serve
like
me
some
for
two
all of
or you want to
eternity.
create
2 or
They're
3?
constantly, they get summoned like, kill me.
This actually is kind of cool, man. She's like it's like Link, but mage. He's like the warrior, and she's like a support mage.
That's pretty cool.
And so you're doing like a platformer
Yeah, that's your gun.
and a fucking
In a Hyrule
M4
without
tactical
Link.
rifle.
The fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
Well,
How was that? I hope you enjoyed
Magical.
this demonstration of the Echo ability, which channels Princess Zelda's wisdom. There
Yep,
are
yep.
gotta give it to
Echoes
you.
in
That
this
was
To be
that's
honest,
creative.
I haven't counted
Yeah,
them all yet.
yeah. I did not expect
How you
that.
solve puzzles
kinda
and
wish
battle enemies
the
will change
animation would've been a
depending
little
on the
bit
echoes
different.
used.
Yeah, you don't like the
Sure,
art style
we've
as
created a
much.
game where each
Yeah, it's
player's
very.
But you can't take any more than this.
Very cutesy, very
Legend of
Nintendo.
Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom launches September
Yeah, they're saying this
27th.
after ignoring Tears of the
A
Kingdom.
Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch Lite
Okay.
system
A lot of
inspired
emphasis
by the
on,
Legend of Zelda
you know, the
series
princess
will
these
also
days.
be available at
So-
launch. We hope you're looking forward to playing as Zelda in this new adventure.
Looking forward
Now,
to all the.
I'd like to return this moment I'd stolen away back to Mr. Takahashi.
Thank you, Mr. Aonuma. Please
Angry
look
Upset
forward to
videos.
the newest entry in the Legend of Zelda series. Let's see a few more headlines.
A few more.
Let loose and party on.
Party on, dude.
Oh.
In
Use an
pieces.
array of friends.
Expect.
The Shire. All new
6,000
hand-drawn character
investigation.
visual interfaces await your arrival when Tales of the
Gandalf.
Shire
It's Gandalf.
launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
It is a
this
Lord of the
holiday.
Rings game, Joe. They can use Gandalf.
I'm good.
Checkmate.
Not that Gandalf.
Objection.
Two Ace Attorney spin-off games,
Objection.
including a sequel that was previously unreleased outside of Japan,
This
are
is good
coming
shit.
to Nintendo Switch as
Wait,
one
what? What is it?
collection. Previously unreleased outside of Japan
This
are
is good
coming
shit.
to Nintendo Switch as one collection. As the prolific prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, take the case out of the
Gumshoe has
courtroom
the best
and
theme song. I
investigate
love
crime
it.
scenes. Gather information by interviewing people and inspecting
I
evidence.
make everyone mad.
Then use the power-up to solve challenges.
Objection.
You're the worst investigator.
Enjoy all new
6,000
hand-drawn character
investigation.
visuals
Objection.
from the original series.
Well, sometimes the
character
prompts
designer.
say like
Or swap
one
to the
thing, and then when you
original
select that
sprites for a
prompt,
more
your
classic
character says
look.
something kind of wildly
Take a
different.
break
You're like,
from
I
your
don't
investigation
want to
to
say that.
explore the gallery, where you'll find character art,
Original
music,
sprites
including
or
orchestral
cartoon art.
arrangements, and more. Past and present collide as you uncover the truth at any cost.
At any cost.
Ace Attorney
$60?
Investigations Collection
50.
launches on Nintendo Switch
Objection.
September 6th.
Well, they
Pre-orders
managed to
begin later
remonetize
today
these
on
games
Nintendo eShop.
so often. It's Capcom's real good at that.
But I want the fighting collection.
What the? Excuse me. Look at that guy. Something's wrong with his eyes. He needs to visit a doctor.
You mean they're not supposed to be that big?
No. They look like that. The hell?
Nani?
What's up? Oh, isn't that cute? I'd be like, oh, that's so cute. The monsters are so cute.
Devastating attack by unknown assailants. Takumi Samino's life gets turned upside down.
In West
A
Philadelphia?
mysterious school
Was
mascot
he born and
suddenly
raised?
appears. While
There's a
Takumi
brain in
manages
that
to
ghost.
get out of harm's way, he's then
gotta
forced
shoot
to
it.
enroll at the Last Defense Academy, along
Oh,
with
Hero
15 other
Academia.
students. Their mission is to defend the school from hostile student enemies for 100 days.
100?
An academy shrouded in secrecy.
That's creepy.
And the unavoidable
I don't know. I
loss
think
of
I am gonna buy this.
Takumi survived this 100-day trial, colored by extreme and despair, and returned to his
Enemy
normal life.
approaching.
The creators
This is gonna be so cringe, but I'm gonna buy it.
Last Defense
I think I am gonna have to buy
Nintendo
Raincoat.
Switch
Fuck.
early next
Yeah, I
year.
guess we are gonna finish Raincoat. Yeah.
Embark on a saga
At least the
spanning generations.
gameplay looks more strategic.
Two is
Fucking remake! This is a fucking record of remakes!
either which match your vengeful Switch.
We hope
I
What
mean,
about Metroid?
to experience the full remake of Romancing Saga 2. That's almost everything for today's Nintendo Direct.
Almost.
Almost.
I mean,
about
see
Metroid?
What,
yeah.
what
A
the chat
remake?
is doing.
Another remake?
Let's see if I can get chat to go. Hey,
In
what's
combat,
going on here?
every
They all left
decision you
too?
make dramatically
Shoot.
24th.
Romance.
Romancing
Everything. One last surprise.
will be our last announcement.
What's
Please
it
take a
gonna be? Any guesses?
Luigi's Haunted Mansion 4.
Cosmic Year. Galactic Federation.
Yeah.
It's what you wanted.
Star Wars.
No. No. Yes. Star Wars.
The Acolytes. The video game. Yes.
Metroid.
The platypus ship.
It's like a purpose.
Yeah, but it's
Looks
gonna be
like that
20
her
late
helmet.
2026.
2026.
Hoo-yah! And then the date. And that's it. I am here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubble. Okay.
Oh my god.
What game
Another-
system is this for?
Another first person. It's a first person shooter.
You know damn well.
It's about damn time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
What took them so long?
It had like a change in developers.
Uh-huh.
So they had to like scrap and restart, I remember.
Ah. Okay. All right. Well. People got at least one of the things they wanted.
Oh, come on! What?
Kind of lacks impact.
Is
You need
that?
a heavy hitting song.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! They got Silex in there?
Look at that.
Pro-
It better be beyond. It better beyond 4 hours. It's gonna be at least
Beyond 4
beyond 4 hours. No.
Prime
No
time.
date on that one?
Oh wait, it's not done
Oh,
yet.
okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
He's
Good.
like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Jungles.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I'm excited.
Oh, there it is.
2025.
there it is.
Yeah, late.
Okay.
I'd say
You,
late next
you
year.
didn't think it was coming this year, did you?
No,
Yeah, no. That would have been pretty impressive.
That would have been
That'd
nice.
That would have been good.
That was a first look at Metroid Prime
Okay, I'm
4.
sold on that.
Yeah.
Sold on that.
Yeah, if we do another
Yeah, we gotta finish
Nintendo
2 and
review,
3
it'll probably
before
be on that.
4 comes out.
Information
Fuck yeah,
about
like
this title.
played all the Prime games so many times
Release
over, and
is
it's like,
planned for 2025.
yeah, they're bringing out the other Hunter into it,
Please wait
Silex.
a
Yeah.
little
It's like
bit
it's pretty cool to see him again.
Yeah.
We hope you're looking forward to Samus Aran's
Yeah, I want to know what
We'll
the
make you some
story
armor.
is at this point, where she's at, what's
That's
going
all
on
for today's
with
Nintendo Direct.
That's all, folks.
Thank you for
the
watching.
universe. Cool. All right. Well, what did y'all think of the Nintendo Direct?
Some cool stuff, but a lot of remakes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Trying to see which ones I'm excited for.
How are remakes a bad thing if you've never played them to begin with? Like that's kind of like my thing going into this. Like it looks like it seems like they're trying to find excuses to write it off. Because Donkey Kong Country, it hasn't aged a day, right? It's still a classic game. Luigi's Mansion 2 is still a classic game, right? Like Romancing Saga, I've never played it, but like I understand it's like a classic RPG. Dragon Quest 3, I'm really looking forward to, right? Because I've never played it. Like, what exactly is wrong with re-releases of old games? Like, if you take away that cope, there's really nothing like they have going for them.
That's not a remake.
Yeah.
Bro Ship looked good, and the Metroid.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I wouldn't play Brothership. That's not the kind of game that I would buy. I think that the Zelda game looks more interesting. The one where you like the Missing Link. That's not called the Missing Link.
Yeah,
that one looks more interesting. I think Metroid Prime. If they had not had Metroid Prime, I would say the show is incredibly disappointing. But even announcing that it's coming out next year, this puts it above PlayStation's showcase for sure, above Ubisoft's showcase.
Oh yeah,
but definitely didn't come close to what Xbox put out this year.
That was like the top one.
Yeah.
How much did they pay you for that take, Alex? Like, what? Fuck you. That is just wrong.
Mario and Luigi Brothership, World Champion, or World Losers.
World Loser, baby.
Fairy Tail 2, Fantasian Neo Dimension, Basketball, Mio, Disney Illusion, Hello Kitty, Looney Tunes, Among Us Update, Farmagia, Donkey Kong Returns, Dragon Quest Remake, Funko Fusion, Luigi. So a lot of RPGs. If you're an RPG fan, you really enjoyed that. A lot of the classics are coming back. Many in their normal pixel form or slightly updated HD graphics or complete remake. So a lot of nostalgia, a lot of the good old times. And then I would say, yeah, I agree. I think better than Ubisoft and better than Sony, just like Alex. And then the Metroid Prime 4 was good to see. I was a little worried there for a second because it looked like they were just like, well, we're just remaking everything that we always had. That's the big criticism of Nintendo. There was just enough there. I wouldn't say it was probably one of the better ones. I wouldn't say it was the best of this year or anything like that, or people going and freaking out like this. What do you think? Flipping,
yeah, I mean, obviously we all know like Nintendo are really good with their first party, games, and they're good with their co-op stuff as well. So the stuff that they
What third-party games are coming out that's exciting or interesting? Like nothing. So what exactly do you mean when you say that like, oh, Switch isn't getting third? Nobody is getting third-party games. Nobody. If anything, Nintendo's getting better third-party support than the other developers, right? Because it's just like, come on.
They've announced, it's been pretty good. I mean, we've got new Mario and Luigi. Again, going to be really fun with friends. But I think for me personally, the biggest hitter was definitely Metroid Prime.
7 years.
A lot of it,
7 fucking years. You would think that they would want to capitalize and keep that momentum going from the last one, but
exactly.
I guess it got caught in, it got caught in development.
And the fact that they're remaking old stuff. I mean, everyone loves the classics.
Yes.
It's whether or not they can. We all know that some of the remakes that have come out have been poorly done.
Yeah.
And it's just you can just
what?
go back, as you said, Alex.
Like, the worst remake they put out recently was, like, what, Thousand Year Door? And that's purely, like, a localization issue, right? Like, again, calling it, like, super terrible is wrong, but...
Just go back and play the original version of it, but... it's going to bring some of the oldies back, I think.
Yeah, I like that they do that because it gives a new generation the opportunity to play those games.
Exactly.
But for a showcase, that's not if the bulk of your showcase is, hey, we're remaking all these old games.
Yeah.
Then that lets it down a little bit.
Exactly.
The Marvel vs. Capcom, I actually think it's X-Men versus Capcom is something that I'm tempted to buy.
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, that collection, it gets me every time because like you get to experience it again. You get to play online with other people. I remember when they kept taking it down from Xbox Live Arcade and all these others. Like fuck, man. And then plus it comes bundled with all those other ones. Punisher.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play that with Joe, Alex. So excited.
Yeah, fuck the
excited
fourth
for
guy.
the old games. And we're old farts, so I think it kind of played to us.
We'll play Perfect Dark again and Turok, and definitely look fun.
They look like shit, but we're gonna play them. They're gonna be fun.
That's what they look like before.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you can play the original Perfect Dark on there, or you can play the new one now
The new one.
Xbox
Everyone-
announced.
yeah.
It's like,
Everyone's
which one
having
now?
problems with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say that this one is probably second best. No, actually, probably the worst. No,
worst.
The worst. Oh, I
Third.
slipped.
Yeah, Ubisoft far better. 10 out of 10 Ubisoft. This show 0 out of 10.
Wow. Yeah, slip of the tongue.
23.
Yeah, he knows he can't get away with it, so he has to like weasel his way out of it. Like, oh, it was a good direct. Just too many remakes. Like, come on. What's with the overfocus on remakes when all the new games are around? Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't. It's so ridiculous. Like, I've noticed this with the Mish too, where like he'll keep like talking like, oh, Dark Moon, it doesn't add new stuff. Like, Tokyo Goji Returns, it doesn't add new stuff. Yeah, you don't have to buy it if you don't want to play it. You know, that's just the reality of it, right? So again, like if these games don't get remade, people complain. Like again, he spent the entire showcase. Where's Twilight Princess? Where's Twilight Princess? Where's Twilight Princess? And like, wait a minute, but you're gonna ask for Twilight Princess and then get upset that like Nintendo re-releases other games instead, purely because they're re-releases? Like, it's hypocritical. It makes no sense. Hang on, I think I'm gonna rinse out my mouth. Yeah, every time my mouth gets inflamed, I'm trying to like gargle, but with my medicine, I haven't been good about that. But excuse me for a bit. Yeah, that food is nasty. I ran out, so I'm not sure if I took enough of it, but I have my replacement bottle here. But anyway, I really hope I get to the bottom of like what's causing my throat problems because it's been really bugging me when I'm out of the house because I don't know. I've been dealing with it at home by like eating cold stuff and like drinking a lot of water, but and it's like doable. Like I can like control it, but I don't know. The fact that it's not going away is like really kind of frustrating, and I'm really concerned about it. But anyway, what was I getting at? Yeah. Yeah, they're complaining about remakes, but excited about Marvel. Well, it's a Marvel product, right? Like they're just consumers who don't like who hate Nintendo. They're impressed. Let's see. Uh, let's see. I wonder if let's see. See. Okay, let's get back into watching it.
And approval.
Just
I don't
answer.
know what it is. No, that was a good show. So what would you guys give it?
6. Yeah, barely above average.
Come on.
He's trying. He's trying to get it down.
I'll probably say 5 on the basis that Metroid was there. Like 5 or 6. 5 or 6. I'll say 6.
Like
okay, I'm
An
gonna say
average showcase.
There was like 4 out of like 15 things that I liked.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, I'm trying to be nice.
yes. I mean, I think.
How do they treat like Xbox showcases? Like I said this about the Xbox showcase too. Like there were a lot of shovelware products that nobody cares about, right? You know, whenever people talk about the Xbox showcase, they basically just talk about Doom and nothing else, right? Like if Nintendo fans were the same way, we would be like hyping up Metroid Prime 4, but we're not, right? Just because it was there. Like Metroid Prime 4 will be better than Doom, by the way. So like again, like I don't think these guys are gonna play everything in the Xbox showcase. So them like sitting there and trying to say like, there are only four out of 15 things that I like. No, come on, fuck off with that shit. Like,
yeah, average, above average. I could see that.
I'm waiting.
I changed my vote 5.
I'm waiting. Joe.
Just because they give me Torak. No one else
Don't you
has.
do it!
Let's go with the 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5.
Alex is the highest.
The shilling.
I agree. So it's 6, 7. I'll go 6. I'll go 6 because I think it needed maybe one more. Twilight.
Yeah, like bring out another one.
Yeah, one more would have been cool. We'll say for those really high ratings for probably next year when they show off motherfucking Switch 2 or whatever the next successor, all the accessories, all the new games coming for that. But pretty solid in between year for Nintendo, especially when other people are kind of fucking it up. Sony, Ubisoft, but Xbox was definitely solid as well this year. So, all right, guys, that is our opinion on Nintendo Direct 2024. What is your opinion? What did you want to see? What did you want to see that you didn't get to see? And we will see you on the next.
I'm shocked they even reacted to this. Like, every time they do this, they just expose themselves as being complete frauds. Like, every single time.
Reminder that while I'm posting my Nintendo Direct reactions and primary discussion here on the main channel as usual, deeper discussions, analyses, what have you, for each game reveal can now be found over on Topic Arlo. Is it almost 7? I can almost tell you my secret. Just about to tell you my secret. I can't tell you until it turns 7. Secret incoming. Wait for it.
Yeah, I wonder what Arlo's hot takes
I
are.
get a Nintendo Direct. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, cold open. Cold open. What is this? Is this a remaster? Oh, it's Luigi. It's Mario and Luigi. Oh.
Look how happy normal people are when they see that think something might be a remaster, right? Why would you not want a remaster? It doesn't make any sense.
It's Mario and Luigi. Oh, it's Mario and Luigi. Oh, this is a game. This was a perfect game. It's a perfect game at the end of the Switch's life.
It's not the end of the Switch's life. They keep saying that, but we've had confirmation for a while that we are getting 2025 releases. So the insistence that it's the end of the Switch's life, come on. We're gonna have another year at least, and then it's gonna continue to be supported after that. Again, it's gonna be a crazy 13-year long console cycle or something. It's not going away anytime soon.
And it's about hands. They got special hands.
Yeah, Doom is trash. Doom is trash.
Wow, full on 3D. Look at the animation though. Wow. They went full on 3D with it. Oh, the character who's gonna talk too much. Wow. Weird. It was like Wind Waker? It's like Wind Waker Mario and Luigi? You got islands? Wow. It's obviously not quite as stylish when you bring it to 3D, but it's still pretty darn stylish. Seems like a good logical next step. Volume up. All right. I ain't a pig. Oh man. We got a full story here too. This is unique. Brothership. Oh, cool. Cool. Oh, that's good. November.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
But that's all we need. We got a good game. Strong start.
That was the first new entry in the Mario and Luigi series in almost 9 years.
Almost 9 years.
Mario and Luigi Brothership. Please look forward to a seafaring
more volume
that unfolds across mysterious islands, as well as evolved Bros moves with Mario and Luigi. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Bring the championships home or on the go.
Oh, fantastic.
The thrill of
Perfect,
the Nintendo
good.
World Championships is heading to the Nintendo Switch system. Take on over 150
I can't believe it.
speedrunning
That's good
challenges
stuff.
from across 13
That's good
NES
stuff.
games.
That's just,
From
oh, it's
lightning
perfect.
fast beats to action-packed battles.
It did not come in the year.
Start Sleuth 1
Never played Pikmin
from Man
for a second.
Multiple Men and also objects in work.
Yeah, I think I'm about ready to end the stream.
Okay.
I think I'm about ready to end the stream. I really shouldn't have gotten up as early as I did. I still have to work a 12-hour shift tonight, so not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that, but I don't know. It was a fun stream. Sure.
Ha. It's 2D Zelda. It's 2D Zelda. Why is Link just fighting Ganon? Oh. It's gonna be. Oh my god! Oh! It's a Zelda game! Oh my gosh! It's a Zelda game!
Yeah, it is.
The 2D Zelda is a Zelda game! Oh!
Yeah, I think we're gonna end the stream here and just like record like some spicy hot take videos. Yeah, we probably should have done that already, but yeah, ooh, 3 hours? Yeah, shit. Yeah, we